your best interests first, and every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com to discover the Hodges Mazda difference. See dealer for details, terms, fees for qualified applicants. Expires January 2nd, 2024.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at Jaguars.com/shadows. One winner and guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase to enter or win, must be 18 or older and a legal resident of Florida or Georgia. Promotion period 9/5/23 through 12/15/23. For official rules and complete details, visit Jaguars.com/shadows. Sponsored by Jacksonville Jaguars, LLC.
With tens of thousands of satisfied patients across America, it's no surprise QC Kinetics gets 5-star reviews.
I'm feeling on top of the world because of QC Kinetics.
I'm able to do the things that I wasn't able to do for a long time.
I can recommend them highly. I would recommend QC to anybody.
QC Kinetics has changed my life.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
Real people with real lasting relief from joint pain.
QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine is regenerating me.
It was super successful, and I recommend everyone seek out QC Kinetics as an alternative to surgery.
This non-surgical approach is definitely the future.
I tell as many people as possible. I am an ambassador. I love QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in advanced regenerative medicine. No drugs, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Welcome to Otterson Wealth Advisors of Raymond James, your local resource for financial know-how. The entire team is a symphony of knowledge, working harmoniously to orchestrate your financial dreams into reality. Experience the Otterson Wealth Advisors Advantage, where our expertise, empathy, and precision converge to craft a roadmap to your financial triumph. Visit OttersonAdvisors.com and let us turn your aspirations into achievements. Otterson Wealth Advisors, your goals, our expertise. Raymond James Associates, Inc., member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
Since 2014, there's been only one official home builder of the Jaguars, Dreamfinders Homes. With quality-built homes and a speedy move-in process, we're in 20-plus communities in the best locations across Northeast Florida. Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to live. So get off the sidelines, Jags fans, and get into the game. Let Dreamfinders help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. Visit DreamfindersHomes.com for all your move-in ready homes and step up your game.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. It's getting chilly outside, but you can enjoy the outside inside with a new glass lanai from Lifetime Enclosures. Or look ahead and get that backyard ready for spring with a new screened-in enclosure. And for the time being, you can stop into Lifetime Flooring to enter to win $20,000 in free flooring during the Score Free Floors promotion. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway and proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision, and equal opportunity employer.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Cougars go time on a Friday morning. It's Football Friday. I guess only one college football game this weekend, but college football news is certainly percolating. You could argue in Gainesville, what you need is an influx of talent. Instead, what we're seeing is the exit door, and, maybe the biggest bright spot, or one of them, would be Trevor Etienne, Travis Etienne's brother, who now officially, after the rumors of, bobbing up and down, that transfer portal decision has apparently now entered the transfer portal. Now, there's a couple things here. Because you go in the transfer portal doesn't necessarily mean that you are leaving. There's a window of being able to enter this winter transfer portal, and they're in it right now. And so we will see where it winds up, but you can make a legitimate argument if you were going to identify the best player on offense and the best player on defense going into next season, if the roster stayed or does stay intact. I think you'd be talking about Princely U on defense, who's into the portal, already apparently been offered by FSU, and Trevor Etienne on offense. So really your brightest spots, perhaps. Yuma Malin had 7 sacks, I believe, for Florida this year. Led them on defense. Was a very high recruit. They flipped from, I believe, Texas A&M maybe. And Etienne, you can't blame for looking around, but dude didn't play him enough. Did not play Trevor Etienne enough. And this isn't just like, take the player side of he needs more playing time. I think if you ask any Gator fan, one of their biggest frustrations about the current state of things would include Etienne not playing enough down in Gainesville. Not the creativity of you. And Johnson's a good player. It's nothing against Montreal Johnson. That aside, Trevor Etienne should be on the field more in Gainesville. If you're trying to, I don't know, score points. Just an idea. Just a thought this morning. Meanwhile, the Gator Bowl coaches are in town to meet the media. And we'll hear from Dabo Swinney and Mark Stoops. This is a nice little matchup, Clemson and Kentucky. I said before, I wasn't really aware, but they haven't met in a long, long time. What did we say it was, like 1981 maybe? It's going way back when we referenced that. But Dabo has been around. He's seen his share of the changes that have occurred in college football. It's beyond, two forces here have combined, and then you throw in the third that has kind of always been a part of the backlit part of college football. But you have this now transfer portal, which is immediate gratification. You have the NIL, which you can imagine might be used in combination. I bet you those two are going hand in hand on a lot of these decisions. And then you have the good old tampering to begin with, where you're cherry-picking other people's rosters, sticking your nose where perhaps it doesn't belong.
Portal's not the problem. NIL's not the problem. The problem is tampering. That's the problem. That is the problem in college football, and that could be fixed easily, too, if they would let football people fix it. But we don't usually get a vote in that. But that's the biggest challenge that we're dealing with is that aspect of it.
So there you go. That's I didn't mean to say in town, but together in a press conference promoting the Gator Bowl December 29th this year. More on that as we move along this morning. But from the Florida standpoint, it needs to be an offseason of improving the talent on the roster. Period. End of story. From what we've seen in 2 years, we're not expecting Billy Napier to outcoach his talent. That's not the conclusion I can draw after 2 full seasons. Doesn't seem to be, that innovator, that special coach who can take your guys and beat you, or he can take his guys and beat you. So that leaves you really with the reality of you better have better talent most weeks than the other guys, and that doesn't always determine it, does it? See Arkansas. So ETN officially to the portal down in Gainesville. I can see no way to spin this as anything other than another negative. As we sit here right now. Now, again, does he end up back at Florida? I don't know. Is the running back position in college football, much like the NFL, a pretty replaceable position? I don't know what they feel down there. Trayon Webb looks like a kid that's got a very high ceiling from right here in Jacksonville. Trinity Christian played some this year as a true freshman. Lines of scrimmage got to get better. There's a lot going on down there. But for now, we will weigh the distinct possibility that Trevor Etienne has played his last game in a Gator uniform, perhaps. Travis Etienne could perhaps play a big, big role this week for the Jaguars as they go up to Cleveland. This is an offense suddenly facing the prospect. First things first, though, I should have said, did I maybe bury the lead? But I looked at practice footage from yesterday, and there's Trevor just bebopping around out there throwing footballs. He's not standing on the sideline in a boot. I mean, he's taped up and, bouncing around just a little bit. It does not, it looks like this is not near as bad as initially feared, and that Trevor just wasn't giving lip service to the situation or expressing false optimism. It really does look like that we're going to dodge a bullet, so to speak, and perhaps it was never going to be as bad as it looked when he went down that night. I don't want to get ahead of myself. He's not getting chased around. They're not going through full practice positions, in situations, but just to see him out there, shorts and shells and helmet like everybody else, not standing on the sideline, not hobbling around in a boot or on crutches, I would think is a very good sign. But it's even if that is the case, you don't know about Walker Little. Christian Kirk is gone. You've already got Cam on the shelf and Agnew on the shelf. The old phrase, and this is 3 days in a row, it's shown up here at the 6 o'clock hour, next man up is, never been more applicable than it is, right now for this football team in a very important part of the season. You certainly can't take anything for granted in the National Football League. Whether you're in playoff contention and your opponent isn't, and the Browns don't fit that category, they are. But say you're a 7-5 football team that's playing at home. You're taking on a team that didn't score a single point in their last game. They have absolutely bottomed out to 2-10 coming into your park. Seemingly having mailed in the season, perhaps even tanking for a better draft pick. And you let them jump on you 21-3 and you lose 21-18. I just described the 7-5 Steelers hosting the 2-10 New England Patriots last night, and the Steelers making it look like suddenly Brady returned. Oh, boy. The Mike Tomlin Haters Club, they're having a field day today. And I got to be honest on one thing. It's 4th and 2, and the game's in the balance, and we're throwing a fly pattern. We're throwing the bomb. We're going deep. By the way, into double coverage. Question what New England's defensive philosophy is there. You're 4th and 2. You're 3rd and 2, and you passed. You're 4th and 2, and you throw a bomb? Not even single coverage bomb, by the way. With safety help? What? Yeah. Ball game, and after falling behind 21-3, scoring a couple touchdowns, adding a 2-point conversion, the Steelers at 21-18 only need a field goal to force overtime. They got the ball about midfield. 4th and 2, we're going to throw a bomb. We're going to throw a go route. Huh. Curious to say the least. But at the end of the day, like I said, I am not going to reserve chaos for what we've seen in college football here down the stretch. I'm going to apply it to playoff positioning. And with the loss last night, guess which little old division would have 3 teams in the postseason if it began today? Oh, that little old member was the worst division in football, Lee. That's what we told you before the season started. That's what the Natty experts. Go back in the preseason. Go back to August. Go to your favorite website. Search ranking the divisions. We're 7 or 8 along with our NFC brethren, I promise you. And here we are, well over halfway through the season, past 2/3, in fact, and if the playoffs began today, Jags, Colts, Texans would all be in. Big weeks for Indy and Houston. They each go on the road. Indy's got to go to Cincinnati, and boy, that Bengals team we saw Monday night doesn't look like the team it appeared to be for 2 or 3 weeks previously. Texans go to the Jets. Tough game, man, right? Jets going to play that defense. They do have that. So we will see how it emerges. Imagine those two lose. Listen to this scenario, E. You ready?
Oh, to me.
At the top, it's pretty clear. You got 2 9-3s, Miami and Baltimore. You got 2 8-4s, Kansas City, Jacksonville. Those are your 4 division leaders. They would be the teams that either have the bye at the top or play home games in round 1. Down below, you got Cleveland. Pittsburgh was 7-5. They've lost already. They're 7-6. Cleveland, Indy, and Houston are all 7-5. Now, and without wild projections, they could all 3 lose this weekend. That would make them all 7-6. So now you got Cleveland, Indy, Houston, Pittsburgh 7-6. Meanwhile, if the Colts lose and go to 7-6, it's going to be because the Bengals won. So they would go to 7-6. It leaves Denver with a chance to also move to 7-6. And I haven't even mentioned Buffalo, who's got a tough one with Kansas City, but who could also be 7-6. By the end of this weekend, without a series of just crazy improbabilities, starting in position 5, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams at 7-6 for those final 3 spots. That's crazy, man. More on the Jags as we move along here. I'm going to let you hear from the coordinators. What do you do if you're Press Taylor? I mean, how exactly are you designing this offense? Is there a big difference? He will answer that question for you when we return. Also hear from Mike Caldwell, who's got nothing but rave reviews and bouquets thrown his way for what this defense has been able to do. He, too, scratching his head over just what in the heck happened on Monday night. Hear his response to that. Dabo and Mark Stoops on their Gator Bowl matchup. Captain Kevin Favor. And I'm disappointed in my guy E.T. this morning. He should be wearing his LeBron James jersey, seeing that the Lakers have advanced. I know how excited you must be, how proud you are that the Lakers will be in the finals of the first NBA Cup.
Oh, you mean the LeBron James that scored the quickest 30 points in Laker history? You mean that?
That's the one.
The most efficient 30 points ever in Lakers history? That?
Same guy. And a Rambam, John makes it official. Do you care anymore? John Rahm to Live Tour. Oof. Doesn't exactly scream good faith in the negotiations between the Saudi-backed group, the whatever fund it is, fund, and the PGA Tour, which has seen now another major big-time hit to its brand. I mean, are we really headed toward, you trusted the Saudis, did you? The fund? Is that how we rolled into this? With a December 31st deadline? I mean, and if you're the Live, maybe you just go grab Cantlay, Schauffele, and say, yeah, never mind. We're just going to do our thing. Then what do you got? Rory, Tiger, Spieth, and Scheffler going, what just happened? I think ultimately open borders is what's going to happen. Are you going to have a bunch of really beautiful golf courses spread across this country that host PGA Tour events? They're going to have massive declines in the amount of foot traffic through their facilities at certain times of the year, if you know what I'm saying. Back with Captain Kevin Favor in the Fishing Report next. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Look for the bright green cans and trucks all over town.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Your home for Florida Gators basketball is 1010XL.
It's Saturday afternoon basketball. The Gators and Richmond. Tomorrow at 3:30 on 1010XL.
The deal of the year is here at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned.
Mia here, and right now you can save thousands off original MSRP on pre-owned 2023 models, like a Toyota Corolla LE starting at just $18,881. A 2023 Toyota Camry LE or RAV4 LE as low as $23,881. You can even get a 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4 as low as $38,881. Shop ArlingtonToyota.com and save thousands today.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is the sports medicine leader in Northeast Florida. We're proud to be the official sports medicine provider for your hometown teams, including the Jaguars, Sharks, Axemen, Armada, and the Jumbo Shrimp. We have the most cutting-edge resources for sports medicine care, including Active Armor casting, Alter-G anti-gravity treadmills, and highly trained physicians and athletic trainers. JOI is truly where the pros go, and so should you.
Frank Frangie here for Big Chief Tire. Looking for affordable tires without sacrificing quality? Well, look no further than Big Chief Tire. Whether you're gearing up for holiday travel or simply need a fresh set of wheels, they're rolling out fantastic deals on tires for all their valued customers. Visit the website at BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to schedule an appointment at any of their 5 locations. They keep Jack's rolling.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
To military battle on the football field.
Football's greatest classic, the Army-Navy game.
Listen for Army-Navy moments. Here we go. Brought to you by Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters on 1010XL.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. It's getting chilly outside, but you can enjoy the outside inside with a new glass lanai from Lifetime Enclosures. Or look ahead and get that backyard ready for spring with a new screened-in enclosure. And for the time being, you can stop into Lifetime Flooring to enter to win $20,000 in free flooring during the Score Free Floors promotion. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring, showroom just off Phillips Highway, and proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Grab your lucky spot on the couch, because traditions make Sunday easy to enjoy. Bud Light, easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2023, Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Let's ring up another guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line. Now, Captain Kevin Favors Fishing Report. Brought to you by Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices, premium service. On 1010XL.
All right, let's take up the Gone Fishing sign. Bringing my buddy, Captain Kev, on the All-Pro Roofing Hotline. Cold weather has hit us for more than just a snap. What does that have to, what effect does that have, Kev, or does it?
No, I mean, it really hasn't affected the fishing much.
Gotcha.
It just hasn't gotten cold enough, you know. I mean,
Sustained,
like I said, that water temperature's got to get down to 53, 54 for it to for it to really affect anything, and it hasn't. It has been another great week.
Wow, I was going to ask you.
We've had a great fall, Jeff. I mean,
is this like historic, Kev? Like as good as really you can ever remember?
No, I mean, no. Fall is the best inshore fishing that we have, generally speaking. Springtime was always kind of, we're like, spring can be the best, but springtime just hasn't been very good the last few years. We've had a lot of wind, and the fishing's just been okay. But like we talked about the last couple of weeks, I mean, the what these guys are doing now, going offshore, and the fish that they're catching is. I was talking about this on the forecast show. If I was 20 years younger, buddy, I would seriously consider start running winter trips again. Because the wahoo fishing and the tuna fishing and the stuff that they're doing out there, man, is amazing.
Wow.
And they're not going. We're not talking about that far. We're talking a little over 100 feet of water, which is just 20 plus miles.
Yeah. Wow.
So and they're just back in the wahoo. I mean, they're just having great days. But
well, that's a good that's a culinary ROI then, because
yeah,
that's what
it is, man. I mean, I love it sushi style. It's one of my favorite. Obviously fresh caught like that. I mean, it's outstanding. So yeah, but it looks the weather looks like Sunday. There's going to be some showers and stuff, but they're calling for like no wind, like south at 5. And again, I know it's kind of the same forecast we had last weekend, but I'd damn rather fish in a little bit of rain with no wind than bright, sunshiny, and windy. And I think the fish like it too. Those overcast days like that, low sunshine. They dig those kind of days.
Among the feedback that I get, Kev, on the text line, or for those that aren't experienced inshore fishermen, people that like to fish, they might be going to try inshore, or what's a quick primer? And I don't want to go ABCs for 20 minutes, but just if you were headed out tomorrow morning, where would you go? What would you use? What would you target?
All right, so it's just if you looked at my tackle box, you'd laugh this time of year. I have literally like 1/8 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 3/8 ounce jig head. That's it.
Okay.
I mean that's okay. It's that simple. Live shrimp, live mud minnows. If you can't find live shrimp, fresh dead works. And I would the outgoing tide. I've always said the last 3 hours of the outgoing tide, the first 2 hours of the incoming tide. And for this time of year, the creeks are full of fish. And where do you fish in a creek? You fish the bends.
Okay.
The bends always have deep holes in them. So fish the deep side of the bend in a creek, and you'll find fish. Or if you see an oyster bar, obviously fish on the edge of the oyster bar.
Okay.
But that's the quick and easy. You'll find fish this time of year. You might find a lot of undersized fish, but who cares?
Right.
I mean,
bend a rod, as they say.
Yeah, you can only keep one red. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so who cares? Who cares how big they are? If you're having fun catching fish, then enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and again, so for those of you that have just dabbled or you haven't had luck in the past, you may just been out at the dead wrong time. It sounds like it has been the right time for 3 weeks or a month now, right, Kev?
Yeah, it's always about the tides inshore, Jeff.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
And even
pay attention to it. Then.
You have to pay attention to the tides. I mean, if you have a low tide at noon, don't get up out of bed at 5:30, sleep in. Go out at 9 o'clock, fish the last 3 hours of that outgoing tide, first 2 hours of the incoming, and call it a day.
Yeah, sounds good. Outdoor show tomorrow?
Outdoor show tomorrow. I'll be there, buddy.
All right, so good. I look forward to it.
Me too, buddy. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You do the same. There he goes, Captain Kevin Favor. There it is. Get out there and catch those fish. Sounds like they are. Sounds like they're tearing it up. John Rahm to the Live. What it does, I think, to me, is that this is of all the dominoes that have fallen, none of them legitimized the Live like John Rahm does. It's not just because of his world ranking. And I'm not saying that, what do you mean? Brooks Koepka had X amount of majors and he won in 2023. Yeah, he did, and Live is still Live. Phil Mickelson is, a surefire Hall of Famer for what he did on PGA Tour in his golf career. Cam Smith, kind of an upstart, right, but young. Rahm is, he's a foundation piece on PGA Tour, a current, dominant, at times number one golfer. And again, I realized Dustin Johnson had gone. He's past the prime of his career. The John Rahm to the Live is a major problem for the PGA Tour. None of the others. The others were problems. And as to the whys and why minds change and why John Rahm just, a year ago was anti-Live, who wanted to make his mark on PGA Tour where the legends played and the tradition and 72-hole tournaments and no team golf. Well, I know why suddenly he was changed his mind, the $300 million they gave him. I'm not sure Rahm, though, would leave unless a big change was coming in golf. The guy wants to play the Ryder Cup. So far, the Live guys haven't been able to. That's not true. The U.S., they let them. The Europeans don't allow the Live guys to play Ryder Cup. I don't think he would sacrifice all that. He, like the rest that left before him, doesn't want to give up his DP World Tour card or his PGA Tour card. But there's a legitimacy to Rahm's leaving. It doesn't. And I wonder if part of him leaving is to turn Live golf into real golf. Not this Mickey Mouse clown show of dudes wearing shorts and music blaring and 54 holes and shotgun starts. Just stop it. Team golf. Quit it. What is your demo, you dodos? Nobody's watching golf under 30. Nobody. Stop it. Who are you trying to attract? You're not growing the game with that nonsense. Play golf, man. Have tee times, Don't try to completely reinvent the sport. You want to start an alternative tour, that's fine. But I promise you, the ABA wouldn't be merged with the NBA today if they played on 9-foot hoops with rotating courts and trampolines in the corner. Play golf. You haven't outsmarted the world when it comes to what top-flight competitive golf is, from juniors through the Masters. You play in waves, winds, and elements. They affect different people differently. Rub of the green, as we say. You don't get to blow up the entire sport to suit your little Jimmy Buffett golf tour. Not that there's not a place for a couple of these company picnic outings a year, even televised. But Rahm is a big boy. Rahm is currency. He's not owed to past. He's not disgruntled employee. He's not young and don't care enough. I just want the money. He doesn't fall into those other typical categories that the Live golfers have fallen into. No true great golfers in their prime. And I don't know, and Cam Smith has shown greatness. He's not John Rahm great. He hasn't been number one in the world. He doesn't have multiple majors. He's not in the prime of his career, and Rahm is. And I don't want to speak out of place here in the city that's the home of the PGA Tour, an organization that we do brunch with the tour with for years and years and years. I don't want to speak out of pocket and misrepresent how things are going. I could give you my impression of what it certainly looks like has happened. Completely lost the faith of their golfers when they just announced that Live partnership without any of even the big guys on tour getting any kind of notice. Well, if we're all for one and one for all, then why don't I take the money? And so John Rahm does, probably with the assumption that he'll still be able to play the Players' Championship, the Ryder Cup, and those other things. I am disgusted by it all. I will watch the majors. And on given weeks, I will watch the PGA Tour. I'm not interested in watching multimillionaires joust for another couple, 3-4 million, while building no legacy or impacting the true history of the sport. Never will. LIV will never approach history. Now, they may make their own history if they stick around for a couple hundred years. But Rahm to the PGA Tour, you know, from the PGA Tour to LIV, gives the LIV Tour their first real shot, because it's not Greg Norman and Phil Mickelson. Those are big names, Hall of Fame names, but that's not legitimate. They're bitter. They hate the PGA Tour. They do any and everything. They've been disingenuous in their motivations for why the tour exists. Rahm doesn't carry any of that baggage. He brings a ton of respect from any and everyone in the golf world. Rory McIlroy already calling for the Ryder Cup rules to be changed. So this tells me open borders are coming, and the PGA Tour is going to no longer be the dominant brand in the world. I hope that's not the case. I've been on the side of charity and the American company and all of those other things. Playing for history, man. I want to be able to measure the great golfers that I see come up through the rest of my life against the Nicklauses and Woods that came before them. Not bebopping around Valderrama with a mariachi band on the 8th and 14th holes. So we shall see. And we'll see how our Jaguars respond this weekend. If you're Press Taylor and you're preparing a game plan, what's the mentality with the amount of unknown that we sit here with on game week Friday?
It's probably a little bit more difficult than a normal week, but at the same time, no. I mean, there's certain elements to it where we have a plan for, this is what we want to be able to run against this defense that puts our guys in the best possible position to succeed. Maybe if this is our quarterback, some of these elements maybe go away or not as emphasized, or some of these elements are more emphasized. But for the most part, I mean, the plan will maintain, the plan will be in place, and then we can adjust based on who the quarterback is, what their strengths are, or how the course of the game's going.
All right. Parker Washington stepped in for Christian Kirk, stepped up at times versus the Bengals, 6 catches and a touchdown with no Christian Kirk moving forward. We're still down Jamal Agnew. Parker Washington's a name that you would like to see on repeat for these next 4 or 5 weeks.
I mean, Parker's a guy we've known from the jump mentally could handle a lot. Now, it's different. When the bullets are flying, you got 10 seconds in a huddle and you got to get to the line, you got to execute, and things are changing quickly like that. But, he handled himself pretty well out there. It helps having, Evan, Zay, guys that have experience in the system can help you get lined up and move around a little bit. But Parker did a good job for himself.
Sometimes when you say something, the person that you're saying it to is not hearing it the way you said it. That ever happened to you, right? That happens with us all.
Oh, yeah.
Doug Peterson said something the other day and has not read the room on what the response was to what he said. And now we're doubling down on the narrative with Mike Caldwell yesterday. I'd pull back from this one. It doesn't make any sense to all of us that, granted, don't have the experience and knowledge that you do. And Peterson mentioned it, and he didn't use it as much as an excuse. He was more covering for one of his players. It was out of position. I really felt that was kind of the message that he was sending when he talked the other day about, because of the crowd noise, they were having difficulty communicating. Now, I'm just going to tell you, and you can ask yourself this, E.T., you're, what are we, 35, 36? How old are we in there?
37.
Okay, so you're 37 years old, and so you really, with some sort of knowledge, you've been watching football for 25 years.
Yeah, yep.
You've been in the business now for quite a few.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard a home team complain about the crowd noise when the other team has the ball?
Never.
Have you always been encouraged to make as much noise as you can when the other team has the ball?
Be loud, be proud.
So it just really comes across as a stark, like screeching cartoon break sound. What? When your team says that the crowd noise, a benefit of a home field advantage, actually hurt you? Well,
I think it's crowd noise, and it's a good thing. As a defensive coach, as a defensive player, you want it to be as loud as it can be, and we just have to do a better job of communicating. Get tighter in the huddle, echo the call, and go from there.
All right, I just need a little further explanation.
Right. Anytime things don't happen the way you expect them to happen, it throws you off, and that's what happened. We got thrown off by Normally you can hear the call. Normally you understand the call. In that situation, guys weren't able to get the call. You could see them trying to get in the huddle tighter, and that's what we have to do, get in the huddle tighter, make sure everybody has the call, get on the same page, and let's go play. But we want the crowd as loud as it can be. That's what you want as the defense. You want to feed off the crowd. They did a great job Monday night, and, we'll hold up our end of the bargain.
So they have to handle the crowd noise better. I just got one final question. No disrespect, Coach Caldwell, but I've been covering the NFL now for 33 years. I've never heard of this. Could we go? I've never, ever heard. Now, it's probably happened. There's been plays when it's loud and something happens.
Absolutely.
And it breaks down. But I don't know if you say the quiet part out loud when it comes to that.
Uh-huh.
What happened? Well, we had a miscommunication. Can't happen. That's all you got to say. I mean, God forbid we show up for the Sunday nighter and everyone says, well, shh.
Right. while the other team is on offense.
Meanwhile, if you're wondering why the run defense was so bad against the Bengals, Mike Caldwell wonders too.
Big surprise. Big surprise. Get another opportunity to go back out there and do it. But, again, the guys understand that what we ask of them, they're able to do it. It's just another opportunity for us to go out there and do it.
Well, we got an opportunity coming up Sunday in Cleveland. Again, kind of cold and wet there at the Dog Pound, and both teams are banged up at the quarterback position as well. Again, if you haven't seen yourself or missed it early, I mean, there's video of Trevor Lawrence out on the practice field. He's not running the offense, but just taped up from what I could tell. They didn't show a lot from waist down. They just kind of showed him throwing the football in the red non-contact. So, just the fact that he's out there and about, combined with some of what he and Doug has said already this week, are we reaching the point here and we're still 48 hours? You'd be surprised if he didn't play? Have we gotten to that point yet?
I'd be surprised either way. Either way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he played. I wouldn't be surprised if he
probably the better way is you wouldn't be surprised
right,
if he played.
I wouldn't be, correct.
I'm almost to the other side. I'd be surprised if he didn't, rather than I wouldn't be surprised if he did. There's a slight difference there contextually, right? All right, there's a little bit of difference in that. So we shall see. Oh, Mike Tomlin's got a He-Man haters club up there in Pittsburgh. There's a large portion of the Steelers fan base that appreciates and respects all that Tomlin has put in through the years, but they are just dying to go in a different direction. Not the kind of franchise that does that. Oh, but, buddy, they got to be railing this morning after some curious play calling at the end of their shocking loss to the Patriots. I'll reset that for you and the other news from the NFL with a football fix. When we return next, it's a GFL Friday. Trust Green for Life for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The 124th Army-Navy game at Foxborough's Gillette Stadium tomorrow. Army the 3-point favorite over Navy. The NBA tonight, the Orlando Magic laying 11 against the Detroit Pistons, who have dropped 18 consecutive games, 228.5 the total at the Amway Center. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a 3-point road dog of the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, 31.5 the total at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Cleveland has won 8 consecutive matchups against teams from the AFC South, and Cleveland has covered 5 of their last 6 games at home. Get your free VSiN subscription right now at VSIN.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
If you have a slow-draining sink or toilet that sounds like it's about to back up, imagine the potential plumbing emergency when you have family over for the holidays. Flush after flush after flush. Avoid holiday clogs with a call to Duck Duck Rooter today. Duck Duck Rooter will come and resolve those plumbing issues so you can enjoy a free-flowing holiday season. Call 904-862-6769. Visit DuckDuckRooter.com.
The Drill's pest service partner is actually a pest solution. It's Mission Pest Solutions, and I want you to find out just how great Mission Pest Solutions is. Veteran and locally owned and operated. I want you to call 944-PEST, 904-944-PEST, because right now, when you do, through the end of the year, December 31st, 1010XL callers are going to get a free initial pest service for $250 in value as long as they reference 1010XL. Find out why Mission Pest Solutions is the best in town and the best solution for you. Need pest, termite, mosquito control? You want to support a local and veteran-owned, operated pest business? This is it. 944-PEST, Mission Pest Solutions.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Have you heard? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are attempting to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. How? I've instructed my team to take all reasonable offers. We won't lose your business over price. We have thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground and priced to sell. We guarantee the most money for your trade and the easiest car buying experience ever. I promise we ain't leaving nothing on the table. At Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, we're here to wow you.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy Subs and Sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Fish are good at hiding. Captain Kevin can help you find them.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Find more fish on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Thursday nights at 6.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss on 1010XL AM.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Bob Arablo here, president of Your Jacksonville Iceman. Thanks to the doctors and staff at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, our team is well taken care of. We're proud to be associated with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. Our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is ready to help you too. We'd like to thank the coaches and schools who trust in our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Whether you are looking for a job or an employer trying to hire, there's only one stop in Jacksonville, Remedy Staffing. Labor trends keep us guessing. As employers, the job market has been strong. So what does that mean for workers' availability? If you're interested in the workforce solutions or how the Remedy team can help you, call or text Crystal at 904-329-9802. 329-9802, Remedy Staffing.
At Beaches Jewelry and Pawn, layaway is always an option. Times are tough for some, so anything you need or want from surfboards to tools to high-end jewelry, layaway is always an option at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
Pregame Friday is brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back here. It's a good point on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, how we, especially in the off season, you get caught up in these, furors at times over things. And you look back now and it's just, and look, in fairness, I can remember us when this narrative came up over something that Trevor said, to the point I even think he doubled back and then kind of clarified in maybe even like a press conference situation. But do you remember when Trevor was interviewed? I think it was Sports Illustrated. And they asked him, and remember he had that comment, quote, "There's more to life than playing football."
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I think it was that side.
And what did they say? Oh, the heart, the passion.
He doesn't love it.
Yeah, he doesn't love it. It's just a means to an end. And now look what this dude is doing when it comes to injury and playing football. It doesn't seem like there's more than life to football, does it? And I remember having to shout down some of the haters. Some of y'all determined. You just, what are they call trolls? Is that what they call them on Twitter?
Trolls.
Some people say things just to be that guy, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
I don't know what enjoyment you get out of that. It's like nobody loves an a-hole. I don't know why.
To rile people up, man.
People try and be a-holes. It doesn't make any sense to me because no one likes an a-hole. Nobody.
You trying to be an a-hole?
I bet even other a-holes don't like a-holes. I mean, it's a bad strategy, I guess is what I'm saying. So, yeah, we will see just what is going to happen at the quarterback position. Also from the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Pross, I've been watching golf for 15 years. I'm 30 now. It's ruined. It's done. I don't care about any of these losers who just want to chase money and not legacy. I won't watch any of the non-majors. I don't care to. It genuinely has lost my interest in the game I love. I feel sorry for guys like Scheffler, JT, Spieth, Hovland, who haven't said anything and don't care to be involved with this live BS, but just go out there and play because they know they all don't need the extra money. They're not posting pictures of themselves the day after losing the Ryder Cup with Smash T-shirts on with Koepka, like it's some sort of joke, like Homa, Xander, and Burns did. The whole Rory Cantlay hat thing was embarrassing to the sport, too. The tour's gutless. Live is gutless. Golf is ruined. Have a great Friday. There's some passion there. Yeah, that's growing the game for you, Liv. Hey, way to grow the game. If by growing the game you mean, and both of you can accountability all the way around in the world of professional golf. If by growing the game you meant offending the few fans you did have, congratulations. Mission accomplished. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. Let's take you through the National Football League, and we will start last night in Pittsburgh. And a working example of the frustration that a certain portion, at least, of Steeler fandom feels like Mike Tomlin, it's just time for a change, time to go a new direction. And, the rest of us are like, settle down. You won the Super Bowl. The guy goes to the playoffs every year, never had a losing season. Then you watch what happened last night as Pittsburgh took over. Now, first of all, how you fall behind 21-3 to a team that didn't score last week is a problem in and of itself. But the Steelers down 21-18. They've rallied down 21-18. They get the ball on their own 27. They hit a little 14-yard screen pass. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, incomplete. Second down, 8-yarder. We're at midfield, 3rd and 2. What do the Steelers do? They go long. They go deep right to Pickens, incomplete. And on 4th and 2, they go deep left, Deontay Johnson, incomplete. And that basically, they had to burn timeouts. They got the ball back with no time and lost the game. You're the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're 3rd and 4th and 2. And not a screen, not a 5-yard route, not a slant, not a handoff, not a sneak. We went all the way down the playbook at 3rd and 4th and 2 to come up with bomb right, bomb left, INC later. Yeah. No bueno. Just like that, Pittsburgh looks like they're the ones that'll fall like a rock out of playoff contention. We'll see. Meanwhile, the Patriots get a much non-needed win if you're looking at the draft of prospects. It does pull Bill Belichick one win closer to the all-time record. I think he's 15 short now. You know what? I don't need to hear from Amit Patel's lawyer. I don't need to know that Amit Patel stole $22 million because he liked to play fantasy football, because he had a gambling addiction. Really? What are the odds on the Ponte Vedra beach condo? Huh? What was the speculatory nature of buying the brand new Tesla? That apparently some dude was just in town and the guy's Uber driving around town. I cannot completely verify that, but that seems to be the case in the same very Tesla. But in a statement, his attorney said that his client used VCC funds to gamble on daily fantasy sports. Approximately 99% of the misappropriated funds were related to gambling losses. You're telling me that 21 million of the 22 million you lost gambling? And if you did, so what? You can steal 22 million and burn it in a campfire. So what? Come on, man. Robbie Gould is officially retired from the NFL, 10th all-time in scoring, these kickers. It looks like Justin Jefferson will definitely return for the Vikings this week. And that's Football Fix. You're welcome. Our Friday faves are coming your way. It includes the Friday 5-pack in just a little while. The Hicken Arrival and more come your way next. It's a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
All Jags, all NFL.
Jaguars Today from the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Everything you need to know about your hometown team. Jaguars Today, every weekday from 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Hey, gang, you know we love trivia. I got some trivia for you. Did you know that the only 2% of U.S. beef is graded prime? ABBQ is the only Northeast Florida barbecue restaurant that uses only prime brisket and slow smokes using only wood. The slow-cooked prime brisket cooked using only wood produces the most succulent, mouth-watering brisket you'll ever taste. So come and experience the prime brisket at ABBQ, where the taste is always unforgettable. Visit us today. Satisfy your cravings for the best barbecue in town at ABBQ. Come meet and drink with us.
All year long you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class, we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air, we always play fair. We make the difference 'cause we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 46th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Open 7 days a week in December.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Bowden Eye and Associates. I want to remind you that now is the perfect time to schedule your eye exam. Take advantage of your existing insurance benefits before they reset in January. Join the many satisfied patients who trust Bowden Eye with their vision. Schedule your eye exam now and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with clear and healthy eyes. And remember, your deductibles reset in January, so don't miss out on the benefits you've already earned. Bowden Eye and Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call State Farm agent Scott Hobson in St. Augustine at 479-9000.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T. And check this out. I know you're not walking past 100 on the ground, so why are you walking past a chance to get this easy cash with MyBookie? MyBookie has the biggest online selection of odds and contests to fill your sports betting needs anytime, anywhere. So you can turn that sports knowledge into straight cash, homie. You can bet on the NFL every week, and you're going to absolutely love betting on bowl games or play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly blackjack tournaments. If you've been waiting on the right time to get in on the action, the holidays are here, and that's the right time, my boy. Make your winning move today. Sign up at MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL and claim your deposit match redeemable up to $1,000. Again, that's promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus. Experience the thrill of sports betting right from the crib. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
You dream it, we build it. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Turn your backyard into an outdoor living oasis with CSS. Your number one choice for custom outdoor kitchens, grills, fireplaces, pergolas, and outdoor living. Because
you dream it, we build it. CSS. CSS.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Batteries Plus. And a shock to the University of Florida football program, sophomore running back Trevor Etienne announced via Instagram that he's entering the transfer portal. Departure of the second-year standout represents a devastating departure from the program after a third straight losing season in Gainesville. In better news for Gator football, quarterback Graham Mertz already announced he's returning and shared why during a recent press conference.
I think in the end, being able to come back and be with this team for another year, I care about this place so much.
In area high school football, Daytona Beach Mainland's Jacob Getman stunned St. Augustine in the Florida High School Athletic Association's Class 3S football championship on Thursday. Mandarin will take on Columbus of Miami this afternoon for the 4M Class Championship. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:04 and it's 50 degrees. The time and temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
It's Friday, Friday.
You know it! Sweet Friday! Little emotion, please. Hey! Ho! Hey ho! Woo! Oh, we don't have many of them left. Count down and enjoy them, people. Football Fridays.
Yeah, we'll have, 4 more regular seasons after this one? That's it?
Man, I watched, you know what? Whoever, finally a good thing. I'm going to compliment somebody today.
Okay.
Whoever got the wherewithal, the brain to put the high school football state championships on TV, thank you.
Live?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They should be on.
Did we have a winner?
No.
Oh, shoot.
St. Aug, man. God bless them. Don't mess with the Aug dog. They played their hearts out. Shout out Brian Braddock. Shout out to Locke. Shout out to the kids at.
We had them in studio.
Yeah, good kids, man. Receiver Jenkins. Just a great game against Mainland. They did everything they could, dude. They returned the opening kick for a touchdown. They blocked a field goal for a touchdown. They're playing Mainland, who has the 5-star, who will be a former Gator. That's a different story soon.
Is that Phil same?
LJ.
Oh. Yeah, more on that in just next.
Yeah, more on that coming up. But Mainland came back, and they kicked a field goal on the last play of the game to beat them.
Man.
Yeah, St. Aug was up 19-18. Oh, it was a great game, man.
Dang.
It was really. And by the way, Mainland came back and took the lead, and then Lachlan hit Carl Jenkins Jr. on a bomb, and they took the lead back.
Oh,
and then Mainland.
I wish I'd have known that was on. Thanks for the text.
It was a great game, and
I was watching the NBA Cup.
And I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
If Mainland had lost.
Are you saying Maitland or
Mainland? Daytona Beach
Mainland. Isn't there a Maitland High School also?
Probably. I don't know. Don't go off on tangents. Stay with me.
I just want to make sure.
So there was a play. Okay. This is unbelievable.
Wow.
It's and I know it's a hard job. I know.
Must be an amateur official rants coming.
4:30 left in the game.
Okay.
Fourth quarter. Mainland has the ball.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if Vince Carter was there.
They run the ball.
Okay.
The next play is St. Aug has the ball. I'm sorry. 4:30 left in the game. St. Aug has the ball. They're up a point.
Okay.
So they're going to milk the clock.
As best they can.
Oh, well.
Does the other team have timeouts?
With a little help from my friends. They don't run another snap until from 4:30 to like 3:15. Because they didn't reset the clock. The clock keepers were.
Is the Mainland guy going crazy?
Oh, he went nuts.
Did
the
they
head
correct
coach.
it?
No.
Especially with TV technology. I mean, we don't have to do instant replay, but you could correct us.
Perplexed.
Wow.
I'm like, my gosh.
Well, that stinks.
It went a minute 15 in between snaps.
Yeah, that's crazy.
St. Aug's like,
yeah, I bet. You're going to let me get away with
They
it.
ended up getting the ball, driving down, and win the game.
They probably could have used the extra time later.
Anyway, congrats to St. Aug. Heck of a season. Brian Braddock and the boys.
Now, when are the other ones, since they're on, and what are they on?
They're on live. So
like
just check
like
your
Fox Sports or
whatever? It's Bally.
Yeah, Bally. Okay.
So like with the Magic Channel on ours.
Now, we have a game today, no?
I think we have the other two. I think Bradford, our guys.
Is one a day game, like 2 or something like that?
Yeah, I think they're day games. Bradford and Mandarin both played today, I believe. I'm not positive.
That's a cool heads up. I'll watch those if I'm.
It was great.
If I'm around.
And last night, I didn't see it, but Hawthorne and Cornelius Ingram back to back.
He's the coach there?
He's a coach. His kid's a quarterback.
Cool.
Back to back.
I hope he maybe be another one. Is he going to be just the newest and latest to not send his kid to Gainesville?
So the Jags are going to Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Man, brings back some great memories. Hit it!
Fun times in Cleveland again. Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year.
This guy has at least 2 DUIs. Let's look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit.
Yeah!
Hold on. We're not Detroit.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Yeah, Cleveland does get a bad rap. My family lived up around Cleveland for a while. It's
Bad rap, but I
beautiful
enjoy
area.
that. Used to play that all the time.
Well, also the home of the Factory of Sadness back in the day that we've kind of borrowed from time to time here.
Stole. But yeah, so I don't know, man. If Trev plays, look, go get a dub. I mean, so we'll see how it plays
I
out.
would say now I'm to the point. I've gone from I won't be surprised if he plays to I'll be surprised if he doesn't play. He's bebopping around the practice field yesterday.
I don't know if he was bebopping, but
He
yeah.
was bouncing. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't limping.
Yeah.
He wasn't standing on the sideline
Yeah.
in crutches.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you tape him and put him out there?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, what people don't realize. It's the fact that you'd be wasting rehab time with media sessions and those sorts of practices, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they would work on that thing for literally 100 straight hours if that what was needed. I think what has happened was, luckily, it's just not near as bad as it looked like it was going to be.
Right.
Like when he went down, and the first words, you're wondering, is something broken? Is it high ankle? When he comes back the next day without the boot, or 2 days, and when Doug says the next day, he seemed optimistic right out of the gates, right?
Yeah.
Like more than you would if
Yeah.
you were.
There's a lot of.
I think he'll play.
A lot of positives.
Yeah, for sure. So now that doesn't.
And we need him because I watched the worst backup quarterback I've ever seen last night, and that Trubisky guy is awful, man. I mean, what is that guy was the 3rd pick in the draft?
Yeah, ahead of Mahomes. Oh, that's the Mahomes draft. They traded up for him too. Now make sure nobody grabbed.
Yeah, they like.
Who took him? The Bears?
Bears.
The Bears. Oh, Bears.
The Bears took. Let me get this straight.
Yeah, they could have had Mahomes. They
Wait, the
traded up, and they jumped right. Aren't
Bears
they idiots?
traded
Went
up.
2-1.
They gave away a lot too, didn't they?
Yeah, the Bears went 2-1 because they were afraid somebody was going to trade up and snatch Trubisky.
Did you watch him last night?
I
only caught the second.
did.
I went to,
21-3, I turned it off because after all of the whizzing and moaning about my fantasy team and my fortunes and the up and down and
Yes.
as it rides, I'm basically down to this, Dan Hicken. If I win this week, I'm in.
Let's go.
And I have Deontay Johnson.
Not good. Oh, he got a touchdown.
At the very end of the game, he literally had 0, 0,
Did he get a
0.
touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he caught like some worthless 30-yarder too. So
Yeah.
he went from 0 to 13.5 points in in a second.
Well, that's
so
good.
I needed that because the guy I'm playing this week is better than me.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? His team is
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. You need breaks.
I need my guys
Luck.
to go, and I need his to not. So.
Well, a couple things.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I have a show too, remind me to tell you.
So I only saw the second half because last night the Hicken family went out to get Christmas cheer at the Alhambra and watch Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, look at you.
That's
When's the
what we
last
do.
time you've been to the Alhambra?
Culture. Went to Elf 2 years ago. Like to go see Christmas stuff.
I've done that a couple times.
Anyway.
It's kind of underrated fun. It's
fun. It's nice time.
It's kind of old man fun.
Yeah, it's definitely old man.
Yeah, I mean, we're not just going to send those 30-year-old googans out there.
Brooksy and his girlfriend went. I'm not sure they had a great time, but
Yeah, I don't think they did. Yeah.
but they were nice. They were sweet. And it was fun.
That's where I had the famous kiss with Morgan Fairchild.
That's right.
After that performance.
Mm-hmm. I think you sang to her, if I'm not mistaken.
I may have.
Anyway.
Mrs. P gave me the go-ahead. She was right there.
Oh, yeah. I got home and I watched the second half.
Morgan Fairchild.
No question. Loretta Lynn, Hot Lips, has been performed there through the years, too. Hot Lips Houlihan.
No, that's not Loretta Lynn. That's
Or Loretta Swift.
Yeah,
whatever her name.
Swift. You're good at that. I'm terrible. What's happening here? We're having a role
Anyway,
reversal.
Gary Berghoff. Anyway, so we got home. I'm watching the second half. And speaking of officiating, my God.
Yeah, what was the false start?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know how they come up with some of these things.
And they stick by their guns. And
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, you telling me a center can't look down and lift it? He didn't jerk it up. He lifted his head up and looked around. The Patriots guy knew he made a mistake. He jumped off sides. He went surrender Cobra. Oh, no, what have I done? No, it's on them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because Steelers would have blown it.
Pittsburgh would ask.
Here's what I don't
He can't
understand.
throw.
Dude, it's 3rd and 2, and back-to-back you throw 2 bombs?
Who knows?
I know. That's dumb.
Well, it might be by the quarterback, though. It may not be by the coaching staff.
I don't know. I thought Matt Canada was the problem. He's not there anymore.
No.
You just threw bombs.
The problem is
Throw a screen.
The problem is the offense is no good, Jeff.
Yeah.
They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
And they don't have a quarterback even if Pickett's in. Well, they
I got Herbstreit telling me they got all kinds of talent around them. They just don't have the QB. Pickett's not the answer either. You're right. They're in their little shuffle of Gabbert and Bortles. And
Remember what I told you yesterday? You keep an eye on those 3 teams that are in the wild card right now. Pittsburgh's one of them. Cleveland's one of them.
We have a real chance, Dan. It wouldn't take a slew of upsets. That after this weekend, it'll be 1 through 4, the Jags and all them.
Yeah.
They're 3s and 4 losses.
Yeah.
And then have 5 through 12 in the AFC.
At the same record?
All be 7 and 6.
I can see that.
But that would include basically the only real super upset, and I don't know how super would be if the Bills beat the Chiefs, which would also be great for Jacksonville because included in that formula would be the Jags beating the Browns, obviously, which we need badly. Really need a win. We haven't had a lot of really need a win moments here. We really needed a win after the Houston game.
Remember we were talking yesterday and we weren't confident?
Yes. I'm growing confidence. Is that what you're going to say?
I'm growing confident.
Yeah, I am too. I'm with you.
I like the. In fact, I may jump on +3.
Yeah. We're going to have to decide
I got this
before we
feeling Trevor's
get there.
going to play.
Yeah, I do too. I think our guys are going to show up. I mean, we got to have this game. We haven't had a really need to win this game around here since after the Houston game.
Well, the loss on Monday hurt us, so we need to come back and win.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. And speaking of changing my mind a little bit, you know me. I hate the Live Tour. I hate it. Right? I mean, I hate everything about it.
The genesis of it especially.
Yeah, you hate the golf part of it, which I understand also. And I don't watch it.
I hate the falsity of how they've tried to present it and what they're doing, and I hate the golf part of it.
Because here's the one thing I can't, and Rahm is a hypocrite just like the rest of them because 3 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 months ago, pull out every soundbite with John Rahm.
But something's happened since then.
Well, here's what's happened in my thought, and I may be wrong. I don't know. We don't know the whole story, but here's my guess. The PGA Tour went and did what was best for them. They didn't consult with the players.
That's right.
They didn't tell the players, hey, listen.
That's right.
We're fixing to, out of the blue here, merge with these guys we've been asking you not to be a part of.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That happened.
100%.
Now, we don't know exactly the parameters behind it.
Well, no, the players to a man.
They're taking their money, too.
They've all come out and said, and
they weren't told.
And disagreed. They've criticized the commissioner for that.
So, and it does appear like, and again, don't know anything, but it does appear like at some point here, there's going to be some sort of
merge.
AFL, NFL merger, ABA, NBA merger. So if this tour is offering me $600 million right now just to take it, and in a year I'll be back playing, why wouldn't I take it?
Well, and here's also what
okay, I got to take some bullets here early.
Here's where I'd be careful. Here's the only place I would veer off of that.
I'm just wondering this.
Well, here's what's happened now.
Yeah.
They got this deadline at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Don't forget how the PGA Tour came out of the supposed agreement. We're going to run everything. Their future is going to be decided by us.
Yeah.
We're this.
Yeah.
We're that.
Yeah.
There's no agreement now. Now, understand, you've trusted the Saudis in the fund in this back and forth.
Yeah.
It's public now. If I'm live now, it's like, you know what? Never mind.
Right.
Never mind. Rahm legitimizes that tour. No one else on that tour. Norman and Mickelson. Cam is an upstart. He's not a proven. I mean, he's not a guy he's not been number one in the world.
No.
He's not been a multiple major winner.
No.
Dustin's at the end of the rope. Koepka had lost his game. You know, they were good golfers.
Yeah.
But nobody legitimately great at the time. Cam was, but again, you got a lot more road to put behind you before we put you in that category.
You're going to have to hand me my $600 million right now, though, because if I'm playing – because I suspect that Rahm feels like – and Rahm, by the way, doesn't he have a 5-year exemption into the majors because he won the Masters?
And before you make that point, I was going to finish this. I also think this, that at some point Rahm says, okay, let me get this straight. We can't join Live and take the money, but you can.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, again, the greed, I hate the business of sports right now, and I love sports.
I'm with you.
I hate it.
I hear you.
I hate it. And
join the club.
It makes me nauseous.
Like 2 of my favorites of the 3 or 4 favorites that I have, they're ruining.
It disgusts me. It really does. It's anyway. But I will say, I'm thinking this might have been part of Rahm's thinking.
He might be forcing the issue to get these things together.
Right.
That could also be his role.
Yeah. So, anyway, we've got I got a lot of thoughts about Florida football when I come back. It's It's a mess, and I want to talk about that.
You've been telling me it's okay. Don't lose your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's 4 and 8 sound?
A lot of changing of the minds going on in this world.
And you listen. Go out and perform like Billy Napier did this year, and you're getting just what you deserve. Yeah. If I'm a top high school football player, if I'm a member of that program, I've lost faith like the fan base has.
But we'll share all these thoughts. We'll do this when we come back. We're going to visit with Matt Hinson's come in. He wants to just say thanks.
Okay.
And for everything that they've done with the Tristan Bailey Foundation. So we're going to update that.
All right.
We've got Friday 5-pack.
Oh, that's coming today.
Dan's last stand.
We're way too early for that. But the Cat has thrown out this proposal that we include Monday night because there's 2 Monday nighters this week and there's no college. I think that's fine, don't you?
Yeah.
The only reason I would want to say no is it's clear that Cat sees the Monday night game he likes.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't throw it out there. So part of me now may be.
But he's in a little slump, so maybe we let him.
Or maybe I pick ahead of Cat and I try and determine which one he likes and grab it.
All kinds of strategies going on right here on The Drill.
All right.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
All right, this NBA tournament that I really don't understand. I do see that we have 2 finalists, but what I have seen about it is a sort of a coming out party for one of the next stars of the NBA, and that's Tyrese Halliburton, who has been pretty good since he's a rookie, but has really become a player for the Indiana Pacers. So Tyrese Halliburton, who had a big night last night, again, and has played well throughout the tournament and the regular season, so don't get me wrong, they're all the same. 27.7 rebounds, 15 assists and no turnovers is what really sticks out. 15 assists and no turnovers, and led the Pacers to a win over Milwaukee. Or is it Milwaukee? As they beat the Bucks, and now we'll play the Lakers in the championship game. Oh, I know you'll be glued to the edge of your seats for that one, but just remember the name and watch for Tyrese Halliburton.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Are you looking to make a move? Whether you're buying your first home or your forever home, at Ameris Bank, we'll help you get the keys in your hand. Our local mortgage bankers will guide you through the process, from choosing the right loan to closing on your new home, and everything in between. We even offer down payment and closing cost assistance to eligible first-time homebuyers. Visit amerisbank.com/mortgage to learn more and find a mortgage banker near you. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Yeah, I know. One of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you got children, you're going to want to take care of them. Of course you are. Hicken here for Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet, but have you done your last will? Look, it's not the most fun thing to do in the world. It's something, though, that every one of us needs to do, and you got to at least get it on your to-do list. Because besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning may help minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's guy is going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions, Matt has answers. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Are you looking to maintain your cool? Look no further than Lloyd's Heating and Air. At Lloyd's Heating and Air, your go-to experts for all things HVAC. Whether you're building a new home, need a brand new AC installation, or just want to make sure your current system is running at peak performance, with a maintenance plan, we've got you covered. Our skilled team specializes in new construction HVAC, making sure your home or business is comfortable from the moment you step inside. LloydsHeatingandAir.com. CMC 1249834.
Denny Thompson here. This holiday season, tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give the gift of peace of mind. Catch everything around your home with Tyson Sound and Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. Whether you're traveling for the holidays or just cheering on your team, earn a big score on safety and convenience. Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. Call Tyson Sound and Security right now for the holiday season at 904-762-1000. That's 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound and Security. Security and automation experts.
All right, gang, when you got a problem, you know what you need? You need a problem solver. And that's what my friends Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com are. In fact, they're problem solvers that come with a promise. It's prime home selling season. Right now, home buyers are actively looking, and with mortgage rates stabilizing, now is the ideal time to get your home sold for maximum dollar. Make the smart choice. Hire the agents we're recommending, Chad and Sandy Newman. Look, you may have what you think is a problem, and it's really not one at all. You want maximum equity from your home, but not sure how? Leave that to Chad and Sandy, because they are making you this guarantee. Your home will be sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Lynn in Orange Park, I wanted to move to be closer to family. Heard about Chad and Sandy's success guarantee on the radio. I hired them. My home sold above list in 3 days. Call the agents we're recommending, Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com, 904-414-6200, 904-414-6200, or chadandsandy.com.
You've heard fish stories.
Yeah.
And Captain Kevin has a million of them.
We love to tell stories, hear your stories.
On the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Big fish.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
If you're looking for exterior solutions that provide you reliability and durability, it's time to call Armor Guard Exteriors. Whether you need seamless gutters or gutter protection, hurricane products, impact windows, glass lanais, or retractable awnings and screens, we've got you covered. Call My Home Team today for your 5-star experience at 904-906-8669.
Armor Guard Exteriors, committed to quality, and that's a promise.
Brackish Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is the smoothest local vodka you can find. Made right here in Jacksonville, Florida, 100% from corn, Brackish Vodka is the local gluten-free choice. Brackish Vodka, for those that live life slightly salty, a proud partner of the Jaguars. Grab your friends and head over to Deerwood Country Club for a great round of golf and a round of your favorite local vodka.
A sale so big, Santa wants to get in on it. It's Beard's Diamonds' incredible Christmas sale with 43% off.
Pendants, bracelets, earrings, engagement rings.
Nobody beats Beard's Diamonds prices.
At the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Frank Frangie here. Let Southern Steer Butcher add the perfect touch to your Christmas table. I'm talking prime and choice rib roast and tenderloin with side. Now accepting holiday orders until December 18th. Click on the holiday ordering tab at southernsteer.com.
Malfunctions in your electrical panel can lead to hazards like fire or power outages, leaving your home at risk. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
8 Sparky. Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
Nimnik Buick GMC wants to wish you a joyful holiday season and a new year filled with many more miles together. And gang, there are trucks and then there's the truck, GMC Sierra, with available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and of course the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. Nimnik Buick GMC has the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. And you can save, man, up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s. If you're tired of shopping those online dealers that overpromise, underdeliver, Car Bravo, a better way to shop. Lots of ways to find Car Bravo at Nimnik, of course. Now is the time to experience used for you with Car Bravo online at nimnikbuickgmc.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway and discover the future of used vehicles. In the business, Nimnik, for 82 years, they do it the right way. Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. We are professional grade.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Let's fire up the flavor and ignite those appetites. Let's slow down and smell the barbecue. Because all your favorites are smoked for hours and ready for eating when you are. From our famous ribs to slow smoked pork. Enjoy some perfection by the plateful, safely in our dining room or in the comfort of your home. With curbside pickup, drive-through, and delivery. Sonny's Barbecue, Local pitmasters since 68.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right, before we get to pontificating, got a speed trap alert in here. We don't want to go the weekend light in the wallet. Drill speed trap alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories, radar detection, and more. Home with the big honking horn. Ooh, that rolling lock bed cover. Right now, I've gotten it here before. You travel this area of town, you may, but Southside Boulevard in Butler, they'll sit over there. They're only trying to keep things safe. They're not trying to ruin your weekend, so don't have it ruined. And keep those speeds down and that cash in your pocket with a drill speed trap alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Dano, pontificate.
Well, just a lot of thoughts about what's going on in Florida right now in Florida football. And you know me.
You've tried to stay positive.
I have.
You get a little snippy with me when I get, quote, too negative.
And I have a message, if you will, to Billy Napier.
Billy Napier?
And because, Jeff,
I think he's listening? I wouldn't listen to the radio if I were.
This is the most listened to sports talk show in the state.
Yeah. That's true.
Let's keep it real.
Okay.
I mean, who else? Come on.
All right. Are you still friends on Facebook, or was the followers on
Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he follows me, and he'll be reading all this.
Is that
which
a filter?
I pontificated yesterday.
Okay.
I desperately want to believe in him. I do. I like everything about the guy except his coaching, but I desperately want to believe in him. Okay. And he's making it really hard for me. I had no problem with him getting rid of coaches. I thought there has to be changes, okay? But other programs got rid of coaches, and you know what they did? They announced the next coaches.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has not announced any coach yet.
Coachless.
Now, I get this from people. Well, Dan, they're obviously still coaching. Well, then don't fire the guys yet, idiots.
Why throw it out there?
Wait. So we got 2 openings, which make the kids wonder, okay? You should have had the replacements ready to go immediately.
Okay.
We talked about how you've got to make a splash in the portal, okay? We talk about all the different kids that are in there. We've seen Kentucky snare their quarterback and build their optimism back up. They took the kid from Georgia. We've seen a kid go, a quarterback go to, I think, Cincinnati. So we've seen a corner go to Missouri.
Okay.
The good ones.
Mm-hmm.
We got to make a splash in the portal.
Yeah, we're not going to, though.
We haven't.
We're going to pick around
because what
crumbs.
he's doing is it seems like he's staying with the same formula that has allowed us to not win.
Yes. 11-14.
He should be getting guys immediately. It's a bad look.
Makes too much sense.
You have now lost
probably your best returning
best
offensive and defensive player
and your best offensive player.
Right.
Possibly.
A lot of times you can rationalize that, well, he wasn't playing or he wasn't in the picture or they encourage that. But literally, returning players next year, you definitely lost your best defensive player. I'm sorry. You led him in sacks. He's a big name. He's the one that they put on the board when the game starts. And Etienne was probably positioned to be that guy on offense. Maybe Cedric Wilson, maybe or Eugene Wilson.
I'm not, again, if I believed in him, which my faith is being tested. If I believed in him, I'd say, listen, is Montrell coming back? Trey Webb, we're signed a running back.
Montrell's graduated, isn't he?
I don't know. I think he has another year if he wants it, but anyway.
Well, if he's coming back, it's not that big a deal.
Even if he doesn't, there's 100 running backs. It's running backs.
But if you believed in him, you were going to finish.
If I believed in him, he would go find me that kid who went to Missouri last year and was an SEC running back.
Or Kentucky, Ray Davis from Vandy.
Ray Davis from Vandy. Go get a running back. It's no big deal.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. It's not that easy because the program is now at such a low respect level that if anybody who's good wants that guy, he's going to go there. Like, it's hard to attract when you're a middleweight.
Last thing.
Yeah.
From the other side, the criticism from the other side, that's part of me that hates college football now, that if one more athlete, and this is not just ETN, and by the way, I wish him luck. Go do what you got to do. Good luck. But do not ever tell me in your little goodbye blurb social media BS, Gator for life. Tigers forever.
Is that what they say?
Get that crap out of here.
So as you're transferring to Georgia or FSU?
You know what it says? In all kinds of weather, we all stick together. But you wouldn't know that because it's just a business to you guys. You don't bleed it. You don't want it. You don't care.
Times have changed.
Oh, I love you, bro. Oh, get out of here with that crap.
That boy got pressure.
Huh?
That boy got pressure over there.
Chris Doering. Packing up and leaving when things get difficult is a natural human inclination. There are very few people that have the ability to stand in the fire and fight. If you turn on the tape, there is repeated evidence that Gators football doesn't have enough of those willing to fight yet.
Well,
Amen, Chris.
Yeah, here's a reality, too. There's also this reality that it's just a different era.
Yeah.
Maybe Emmett's...
It's a different era.
Nah.
And by God, we better never go fight a war, Jeff Prosser, because we're going to get our ass kicked.
Yeah, that's fair.
What happened to the greatest generation?
Oh, they're dying. No, they may all be dead now.
Hey, the Chinese are offering me more money.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
On the front line, hey, they're offering me $1 million. I'm going to go ahead over there. Take what I got with me.
Okay, I overrated.
What I was going to say is this.
Gee whiz, man.
What I was going to say in this, you know what? I could see in between the 87 and 88 in today's formula.
Uh-huh.
I could see in between 87 and 88, Emmitt Smith taking his $2 million and going to Alabama.
Yeah.
USC or whatever. You know, it's just now these athletes are going to be subjected to that. You know what? It's real funny. Not funny. It's a reality.
Sad.
I don't feel sad for Billy. I don't blame the kids. I blame Billy Napier. That's the way it is these days. You know what's not happening? Georgia and Bama and Ohio State and Michigan, they're not losing their best players.
No.
Because they're good. Because their coaches are good. There's a respect level. There's a chance to win. We're just stumbling, bumbling, fumbling down there now for 3 years. You need someone special to turn things around. And this is not, Urban Meyer, Steve Spurrier. This is Will Muschamp on his best year.
It really saddened me yesterday when I saw all this stuff. And I'm not even talking yet about the 5-star defensive back who had an in-home with Texas last night who's committed to Florida, or the kid at Mainland, the 5-star defensive tackle who's committed to Florida and is going to visit FSU and somebody else. I don't know who it is. I mean, it's just, man, if this class blows up, Billy, I'm trying to help you, man. I was trying to help by telling you, hit the portal fast and hard. Give Gator fans something to believe in. You got to come out and win your few first games next year, or you're not making year 4. You're just not. Because I know Florida fan. You've already lost a bunch of them. You're going to lose a lot more here in the offseason. In the offseason is your time to shine. You're usually doing pretty good in the offseason.
The Gator fan agrees. But that second-year corner at TCU, who was first team all Big 12, Florida's a flyweight. I'm not going there.
I'm
not going to Florida. I'm going to Georgia. I'm going to Bama. I'm going to LSU. Going to FSU.
We botched the NIL. We botched it, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. The whole Rashada thing blew up. It was a disaster, right? Now we've got it, quote, fixed, or do we? I don't know. How is ETN, if the rumors are true and somebody paid ETN a sack full of money, how do we not have a sack full of money to give them? You got to play the game. You got to play the game within the game. If you don't play the game within the game, you're not going to win. You can't sit here and go, oh, we're trying to do it the right way. There is no right way anymore. All the rules are gone, man. You got to win. You lost your last 5 games in a row. You need optimism. If you came out and hired Eddie O, I'm just using that as a name, but if you hired your 2 coaches immediately, if your class was building, you know who again, tone deaf. You know what they announced yesterday in recruiting? Do you know who they announced, who they signed?
Mm-mm.
A freaking punter!
Oof, ouch.
I have my Hummer. You need a Hummer?
A punter!
JoJo?
On a day where the house is burning, we announce a punter!
That's the meme. Everything's
He's the
fine.
number 3 punter in the country!
No worries. Well, we do a lot of punting. That seems important. I identify those players that are going to impact the game the most, and Billy will punt it 8 times a game, and so we need that.
We're really excited to have you, son. Can you wait till tomorrow to announce? This is not a good day. My house is on fire.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Yeah. Everything's going to be fine.
And he put 100% committed.
Nice.
Oh, thank
They
goodness.
all put 100%. When is signing day anyway? When is this depressing debacle of a day where Florida's recruiting is going to drop from at one point number 2 in the country to about number 16? When's that coming? And then we're going to have to get this chess master to beat teams with less talent than they have, right? You need a coach that, there are these coaches, Spurrier, Meyer, others. They'll beat you with their guys, or we'll switch rosters and I'll beat you with yours.
Punter.
What do you make of Trevor Lawrence on the practice field yesterday? That means something more than
absolutely.
Than
that's the only good news I've got
the
left
view,
in my life
right?
now.
That's more than just sending a signal. You wouldn't be out there if you weren't trending towards playing. No.
Yes, that's all I have.
Remember the SI article where Trevor dared say that football isn't the most important thing in life?
Yeah.
Yeah. All you that scream bloody
that's
murder
fair.
about that, you all look idiotic.
It's not. Those were more media types picking it apart. It wasn't right. It wasn't fair. Trevor, obviously, he shows it in a different way, but don't ever question his dog.
Well,
he's got dog in him.
This shows, and this is, twice, 2 pretty significant injuries in the last month that he's.
I mean, we had Doc
like
Murphy
heck.
saying that guy should be out for 2-3 weeks with the knee.
Yeah.
He shouldn't play. He said he shouldn't play.
And now this, which Doc says has really no chance for further. I mean, you have a chance to sprain your ankle every time you put on your cleats, right?
Yeah.
So it's not going to do, quote, further. It'll slow him. It'll hurt, sure, but I'm to the point now with Trevor, again, from I wouldn't be surprised if he played to I'll be surprised if he doesn't play. So we shall see.
E, what's the razzle-dazzle today?
Oh, that razzle-dazzle got a bottle of brackish vodka plus a $25.
Bring it in
gift
here
card.
because I need to chug it.
Yeah, man, you need to chill. They say Friday day and off the chains.
I'm sorry.
Make sure y'all head over
I
to
apologize.
1010XL.
It's just disheartening, man. It's disheartening.
Make sure y'all head over to 1010XL.com for more great gift ideas, man.
This is the drill. 641-1010.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Your place for local sports play-by-play is 1010XL.
Andrew Gibson and Mia O'Brien have the call for the Fortegra High School Basketball Tournament final games tomorrow at 3:45 and 7 on 1010 AM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Are you looking for durable, longer-lasting siding? LP SmartSide Trim and Siding is made from engineered wood that features durability and strength, thanks to a process called SmartGuard. This process treats every SmartSide product to the core, with waxes, resins, and zinc borate, and adds an overlay to the product, which helps LP SmartSide Trim and Siding withstand moisture, hail, humidity, and helps provide resistance against termites and fungal decay. Visit your local 84 Lumber to learn more.
Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and thank you to all the members and contractors for their continued support and partnership. Together, they've helped build a stronger foundation for Jacksonville since 1901. Enjoy spending time with your friends and families this holiday season. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Local 234. Make the right connection.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Here we go. Let's get it. Let's get going. Let's get going.
Breaking the Hall of Fame huddle to bring you breakfast.
Breakfast with Boselli.
Monday mornings on The Drill. Brought to you by Epstein & Robbins DUI Defense Firm and Mr. Rooter Plumbing of Jacksonville. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Whoa, that's crazy. Holy smokes, this is the coolest fireworks show you've done. So what did you change?
I stopped buying fireworks at the Big Chain Fireworks and got everything at Superior Fireworks on Blanding Boulevard.
Right in Orange Park?
Yep, easy. Their store is huge, and I got lower prices by shopping early in the month.
Looks like Superior Fireworks is the way to start our new year with a...
SuperiorFireworks.com.
Hacker here, and look, football season is in full swing, and no game day setup is complete without the Sausage Dude sausage. I'm a sausage guy, and the Sausage Dude sausage is the best sausage I've ever had. Try their 4 terrific flavors, including Polish, Hungarian, beer bratwurst with jalapeno, and my personal favorite, the Italian today, by picking them up at any Publix in the Jacksonville area. Football and sausage, it's a winning combination. Go get the Sausage Dude sausage at any Publix in the Jacksonville area right now.
At ABBQ, they are turning up the heat this football season like no other. Picture this, 15 massive TVs strategically placed throughout the restaurant so you won't miss a single touchdown. Step into their huge outdoor area where the excitement of the game meets the fresh air. Here's the kicker, and this is a big one for me. They got the sound on blast throughout the restaurant for the whole game. Your destination for mouth-watering barbecue and an unforgettable game day. ABBQ, meet and drink with us.
Pre-Game Friday is brought to you by MyBookie
And Dream Finders Homes.
on 1010XL.
This is Dr. Turner Vossler, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Offensive coordinator Press Taylor has a plan in place whether Trevor Lawrence or CJ Beathard start as the Jags take on the Bengals this Sunday.
It's probably a little bit more difficult than a normal week. I mean, there's certain elements to it where we have a plan for, this is what we want to be able to run against this defense that puts our guys in the best possible position to succeed. Maybe if this is our quarterback, some of these elements maybe go away or not as emphasized, or some of these elements are more emphasized. But for the most part, I mean, the plan will maintain, the plan will be in place, and then we can adjust based on who the quarterback is, what their strengths are, or how the course of the game's going.
Press Taylor, visit Jaguars.com for more. I'm Molly McDonald with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. This is The Drill, 748. Good morning. Couple special guests in the house. Matt Hinson and Forrest Bailey talking about the Tristan Bailey Foundation. We had the golf gala, big family day down there in St. John's, and a lot of success, right, boys? How we doing? How's everybody? Get that mic up in there, Forrest.
Okay, doing very well.
Yeah.
And Dan, thanks for having us this morning.
Absolutely.
We actually have an important announcement.
Okay.
Oh. Last night.
Yes.
We haven't put it on Twitter yet.
Okay.
We held off.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We signed the number 2 ranked punter in the United States.
You son of a gun. I don't need you piling
One
on
up.
me like this. I'm in a bad place right now, and you came in here and kicked me.
He's, quote, losing it.
I'm losing it for him.
At least he went from number 3 to number 2 since
Right. Yes.
since you were ready to make the announcement.
Yes.
Yeah, he moved to number 2.
Yes. If Forrest had said that, then I would have retorted with something about the black and gold, but I'm not going to go there.
Oh,
wow.
I didn't do that.
Unfriendly fire. He didn't do anything.
I know
Why
he
are you
didn't.
doing
That's
that?
why I just
Real rough.
Because I like Forrest.
But
And
that was
you know
a lash. It was
you know
like
how
a
I am with my
non-lashing out.
friends.
Yeah.
I
do.
poked him.
Force is just associated with what I said. So I kick you, you're going to kick Force.
You, on the other hand. So what's going on? It was a great look. It was a great event. We raised a lot of money. How did we do? How did we end up doing?
We did great, and that's why we wanted to come on today. Forrest and I both wanted to come on to say thank you to everybody in the listening audience and everybody that's helped out. We were able to raise almost just shy of $70,000 for this event.
Clap it up. That's great.
It's been great, and so thankful for you guys in the media, for you and Jeff, and everything y'all did for us. As well as all the local community, the Googans that are out there that are listening and what they've done. So we wanted to come and say thank you and give a couple updates on what we're doing moving forward.
Okay. It's amazing to me, Forrest, well, it's not amazing because I love this town, but all the people, obviously terrible tragedy, and you're trying to do something positive in it, and God bless you for it. But the way that especially the community around you has supported you guys has been special, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
The entire Jacksonville area. Yeah. We've gotten support all over. I also think that it shows a lot about athletics because my daughter, having been a cheerleader,
right.
We get support from cheer communities across the world.
Wow.
But specifically here in St. John's and in this Jacksonville area, the support has been phenomenal. I look at like Spark Athletics, who have made their facility available so we can do self-defense training, with what Sterling Roofing did, House of Davoli and their cards, and then Metro Diner, they were quick to help us support to make that whole event a very positive event. And then through support of yourself and some of the other local media, I mean, we've already had something, and Matt, forgive me if I'm jumping the gun on this, but we've had Homeland Security reach out to us because they have a iGuardian program, which is focused on social media and how we can kind of take that pillar we have and better educate, because you can look at the recent thing that came out on the Apple update, right? A lot of convenience in us being able to switch contacts and all of those things, in the recent update. But there's also some risk with it. So the support and what's trickled on from it is going to really allow us to do some great things to help people in the future.
So, yeah, and if you can ever put a stop or make it happen where this doesn't happen to even one person, I mean, then you're doing something. There's no amount of money you can put on that. Yeah.
I'm wondering how much peace the foundation, the work you're doing, the legacy it leaves, it gives you and your family.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Jeff, it's what kind of keeps you going because it's, as Dan says, we are very hopeful that at some point somewhere we're going to help someone, and we'll never even know it.
Right.
But those are the type of things that you want to do. And then even just being out there and talking about it, this is one of the most difficult times of year for anybody who's lost loved ones. And, just going out there and saying, yeah, you know what, we're celebrating the holidays, but we're also grieving too. We're talking about the people we've lost. And that's one of the best things you can do for anybody who's lost someone.
I almost used the word, and I hate to use it because it sounds so minimal, distraction. I guess it's more redirection. You can redirect one emotion into another.
It is, and I think particularly for men, we have a tendency to compartmentalize a lot. I know that
here.
For me, going to work, one of the best things for me because like my brain switches into a different thing, but it always comes back. It hits you as a flood, and that's where you want to share with the people that you're close with, and the good that we're seeing from the foundation. It's great for us because there's a sense of paying back to the community that really helped us through our darkest days. And, at points in time where things could have been very negative for us, we saw all the love and all the goodness that was in this area. And so it kind of reinvigorates you to say, there's purpose that we can do and good that we can deliver back.
Well, I mean, God bless your attitude, your reaction, what y'all are doing. I mean, we all face storms, It's how do you get through and what's on the other side and what you do along that way. So,
Maddie, is there anything else you guys want to add?
No, I think. Yeah. I mean, the last segment, I think you said enough anyway. So I don't know that we should be adding anything.
Well, listen, man, you guys are always welcome here. So anytime you want to come by, just come by and we can talk sports.
And Merry
as well.
Christmas, have a great holiday season as best you can,
Same
all
to
y'all and everyone out there as well. And another shout out to everyone that contributed.
Amen.
Right? These are the meat behind it, but we always say whether it's J-Fun or this or anything else you're doing, it's y'all's generosity and your care. It's refreshing.
It's Forrest Bailey and Matt Hinson visiting with us and the Tristan Bailey Foundation, and lots of ways to get involved too. And the best way to get involved is to go to the website. And what's the website, Matt?
It's www.tbstrong.org. tbstrong.org. That's called a forwarding website.
I know it is.
Okay.
You've taught me that. This is The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Not many guys know what it's like to be under center wearing teal.
Blue 92.5.
David Garrard does. Mondays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Brought to you by your local Napa Auto Care Centers on 1010XL.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Just like those little holiday snow globes, you better get ready to shake up the season because Toyotathon is on at Arlington Toyota. Right now at Arlington, get financing as low as 2.99% on 10 new Toyota models. And Arlington has more than 500 new Toyotas available, plus every new Toyota purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty. Toyotathon is on at Arlington. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online 24/7 at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, it's Carline here for QC Kinetics. Don't go through another year with that awful joint pain. Call QC Kinetics right now and make 2024 the year you are getting back to living normal life again. QC Kinetics can give you your life back. 2 great locations, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. Give them a call at 904-274-5522. Again, 274-5522. They are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. These are all natural treatments that can repair and restore that damaged tissue, giving you pain-free movement again. QC Kinetics has tens of thousands of satisfied patients around the country. People who had knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, who were able to get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. Again, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. Give them a call, 904-274-5522. That's QC Kinetics, 274-5522.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This holiday season, meet the Snow Queen in person at Small Cakes. My friends at Small Cakes are hosting a free character meet and greet with the Snow Queen at all 3 locations, beginning at their new one in Mandarin on Saturday, December 9th. Take photos with this amazing character, plus there's a frozen activity sheet. All Snow Queen meet and greets are from 1 to 3 p.m. We hope you and your little ones will join us for these opportunities to meet the Snow Queen in person. Get more details online at smallcakesjacks.com.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T. And check this out. I know you're not walking past 100 on the ground, so why are you walking past a chance to get this easy cash with MyBookie? MyBookie has the biggest online selection of odds and contests to fill your sports betting needs anytime, anywhere. So you can turn that sports knowledge into straight cash, homie. You can bet on the NFL every week, and you're going to absolutely love betting on bowl games. Or play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly blackjack tournaments. If you've been waiting on the right time to get in on the action, the holidays are here, and that's the right time, my boy. Make your winning move today. Sign up at MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL and claim your deposit match redeemable up to $1,000. Again, that's promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus. Experience the thrill of sports betting right from the crib. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Ride in style with a brand new set of tires from my friends at Tire Outlet. We offer the best selection, best quality, and best prices so you can find the best tires for your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience at 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust with your vehicle's tires and much more. Hurry in for great deals on tires with our legendary price match guarantee. Our expert technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to keep your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing fall specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Hey, hon, our new True Flame Grill from CSS is installed and ready to go.
I still can't believe what a great deal we got from CSS. They're always so good to us.
Well, they said the new True Flame Grills redefine value from premium craftsmanship. I mean, look at this thing. Multiple heat zone separators, stainless steel to withstand the weather.
A lifetime warranty and cool lighting so we can grill at night.
Okay, let's get cooking.
True Flame Grills. See them today at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast Honda Dealers. Georgia head coach Kirby Smart says his players remain excited about the Orange Bowl opportunity.
And I know our players are pumped and excited when they found out who we get to play. And the Orange Bowl is one of the best bowls we've ever been to.
Florida State Seminole wide receiver Johnny Wilson is expected to enter the NFL draft, according to reports from ESPN. He is projected by scouts as a top 100 pick and is expected to be in the Senior Bowl. Area collegiate sports saw JU Dolphins men's basketball get clobbered by the University of Central Florida Knights. JU's Lady Dolphins are in Tallahassee to face off against FSU. Game time is 11 a.m. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:01 and it's 53 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the Quarterback Whisper is on with the boys next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Quarterback Whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security.
Register Sausage.
And George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know what direction to go with Denny Thompson today.
You, I feel today, friend, are demanding accountability and asking questions of people who don't have either.
Yeah, I felt that coming in. I almost turned around coming in, yeah.
He is. He's like on a warpath. He demands answers from people that don't have them.
I already knew when I walked in it was going to be my fault somehow.
Demanding accountability. There's that hoodie that I wanted so bad many moons ago, Hick. Remember? I begged for it. Remember that?
This one?
That's the one.
Yeah. That's on me.
He's got
now you've stepped into that.
That's on me. Yeah,
Poor Danny.
Home.
He's like, why am I here today?
Hickens just as soon as he's not here for 1 minute, Hickens follow him around like a watchdog.
I had other stuff to talk about. I think I could go into the NFL today and talk about quarterbacks. I could go college. Let's talk about Trevor first. I mean, listen, I don't know. Some guys are more elastic than others, I guess. I don't know, but we have the feeling he's going to play on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking that way. I don't think
either that or he's a drama queen.
Right, well, yeah.
and he gets hit and he goes, ah! But no, I don't think it's that. I think there's a real toughness there. I think he's got some dog in him. He just shows it differently than, say, Patrick Mahomes.
No doubt. I mean, everybody hurts differently, right? I mean, but you're not at this level. You're not practicing just to practice. Like
right.
He's not going to be out there taking reps from people who are going to play if they're not at least considering him playing.
Absolutely, good point.
So I don't think that's a facade or they're a put on or anything like that. Listen, the dude's balling. They just don't. Man, they're so inconsistent with, I think, route depth and things like that. There was a ball he threw to Calvin Ridley, and I hate to do this on air because I don't know it to be true, but I'm 90% sure.
Sure.
That probably everybody in the stands was like, man, Trevor missed that one. And it looked like he kind of threw in a double coverage. I mean, Calvin Ridley's supposed to bring that down like 3 yards sooner.
Okay.
And those are critical moments in games. Those are, 18-yard gains.
Well, he showed some fire on the play he got hurt. Because the rookie didn't turn around.
Oh, I was losing.
He rips it.
11,
stops.
It wasn't even run the route.
Right.
He jogged the route.
Yeah.
And he'd had a good game. That's
had
disturbing.
A great game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not like that's one of those pre-snap. The call is if you're that guy and they're in that defense, you're getting the ball.
Right.
There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You're getting the ball, and he jogged the route.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, one more quarterback NFL issue, and then we'll dive into college.
He's so ready to get into college.
Yeah.
It's like he's just passing time with them.
Then we're going to talk punters and kickers. You got any intel on them?
By the way, the high school football championships are on TV.
Yeah. I watched St. Aug yesterday.
I did too. That was a heartbreak, man.
I
Locke
know.
played
What
good,
a
though.
Terrible way to lose.
I thought they did everything. Braddock is a good coach, man.
Oh, that program. And I
he's
know
such a good coach.
I know
Shout out Brian Braddock.
we're staying on NFL, but real quick along those lines. He is an incredible defensive mind, and what they've done offensively, he brought Will Hewlett in and Brandon James in, and they are so much fun to watch. And then this afternoon, Mandarin don't get enough credit for what they've done.
I agree with that.
They are
Mandarin was
loaded.
asleep for its entirety until Carson a couple of years ago, and now I might understand they're going to compete with the big boys year in year out.
And we don't, now we got an NFL team. Do y'all find that you don't follow recruiting as much as you used to, right? Like local. Y'all, they've got 5 or
FSU,
6 dudes.
Alabama, Penn State.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I get it.
And then Toby Bullock is, I think, one of the best high school play callers I've been around.
I think that's going to be a real and I kind of felt like they should be this good, but what they've done in the postseason, I tip my cap to Bullock and those guys. So,
yeah.
And then Bradford, I love too. Jamie Rogers, great victory last week. They got Coco, so it's a good game.
Coco beware.
Coco beware. All right, so one other NFL question. Perspective is important when you're an NFL quarterback. If you're an NFL quarterback, you're the CEO of yourself, right?
Right.
I mean, you got so much other stuff.
You're a business.
You right?
Yep.
You're a $1 billion industry.
I mean,
Trevor is going to be a $1 billion industry
Yep.
before he's done. He's going to get $400 million, whatever he gets, and then he's going to get another one. I don't know. Anyway, I got one quarterback. We play Cincinnati and Cleveland back to back. The Cincinnati quarterback was on the sidelines on Sunday or Monday night, right? Cleveland quarterback was up in the suite.
Right.
Bad look. Be down on the field with your guys. It's your team. We're giving you $235 million. The least you can do, despite being out.
Well, hold on now. Was it either cold or rainy?
I mean, that would matter.
Am I correct on that? Am I correct on that assumption though, or does that not bother them at all?
It doesn't bother them at all.
All right.
But you're not. You're not incorrect. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Fans
You're not incorrect. The optics of it aren't good, but it doesn't bother them at all.
All right. I thought about one of your guys. I'm going to give you some advice.
Okay.
I want you to pass it on.
Good.
To Carson.
Okay.
You know me. I think he throws the ball as well as anybody in college football. I told you that. He needs to go back for another year.
Okay.
Only because two things. One, he might make his way up to third or fourth quarterback picked. Okay, but it's a heavy quarterback draft this year.
Okay.
And two, another year's season, he'd be the guy next year. All eyes would be on him next year. They got a tough schedule, by the way. I think it would behoove him to come back. He could be a Heisman Trophy winner. A lot of stuff he could still accomplish.
What if I told you? What? And I'm being serious. What if I told you he was going to be a top 10 pick
this year? Then you got to go.
See, that's the dilemma that all these guys have.
Because I did this with Anthony Rich. I'm not going to do this again. If you're going to get $25 to $40 million guaranteed dollars, I don't care how much the school's going to pay you. They ain't paying you that much.
Well, here's the dilemma that we have with this whole process is you get grades, right? You get grades back, but NFL teams, the reality is they're still playing. They haven't put their finalized grade on anybody yet.
When do you have to decide by? Like early January?
Well, I mean, realistically, it's January 15th, but you need to let your team know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you need to decide here in the next week or two because they've got to go get people. There's a lot of things you have to do.
Oh, yeah, portal time.
I watched the game last night that right now, sight unseen. Give me Carson Beck and his future over the 4 quarterbacks I saw.
Yeah, well, I mean,
for sure.
Here's my point with this is he may be a top 10 pick, but right now all we know is he's probably a first rounder. And there's a big difference in 10, 5, and 25.
Yeah.
So at some point, this is what we're doing with Carson right now is Carson is deciding what Carson wants to do because the reality is he's going to be a millionaire the minute he makes a decision either way.
Well, and he might want to, he came from Mandarin. He had to sit for 3 years. He just got to play. If he goes to the NFL, there's a chance he'd be sitting. He might want to play some football for a couple of years.
I told him this week, I was like, I don't care if we start to hear rumors of you going number 1 overall. I don't care. What is best for you? If you want to stay in Athens and run this thing back, because they are going to have a heck of a team next year.
Yeah,
if he comes back, I get it because you're probably going to make a couple million. Listen, if he announces he's coming back, you don't think they can go get any receiver just about they want to get in that portal?
Of course they can. Now I will say this, like I told you, I think he spins as well as anybody. He's benefited from playing at Georgia in terms of pocket. The pocket wasn't quite as good last Saturday. A little bit more challenging, I think.
Yeah, I think it's been a tale of 2 seasons for them. I think the first 6 weeks, I don't think the protection was great.
Wasn't great.
And then they got into a good groove. Yeah, they got healthy.
But Alabama was like Georgia.
I don't think that it was the offensive line this past week, though. I think they were what was 84 doing on the field? What was Ladd McConkey even trying?
It reminded me of, which one was it? Was it Judy or Waddle or in the national championship? That poor guy.
It was Waddle.
I mean, he was waddling.
Yeah, it was Waddle. So I think just timing was off. But, man, let me tell you, man, that kid was hurt by that game.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it took him 2 days to just
I don't blame
be able
him.
to put together a sentence.
I mean, you got
basically.
the whole
he spent his entire year for being real working on that game.
In essence, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so I don't know what that game affected his decision or if it affected his decision, but yeah, man, I think we found out this week that dude loves some Georgia football.
Jayden Daniels, just to your eye as a prospect, where's he fit in?
First
round pick?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. I don't know what questions are going to come out. Maybe a little bit of size.
It's funny. Yeah. I watched him at Arizona State. I think they played FSU in a bowl game or something. I think he was. I'm not positive about that, but I did watch him at Arizona State. And he's okay.
He's okay.
What he did again, Florida Gators' impact on college football. They won him the Heisman Trophy. You're welcome. It's true. It's true.
It's the giving season.
Holy cow! But his throwing got a lot better.
Brian
we
Kelly
already know
did
he's
an
an
amazing job with him. That first game they played against FSU when he got to LSU, he couldn't hit anything in rhythm.
Right.
I don't really. I mean, occasionally he'll get a little fast with his feet on some quick game stuff, but outside of that, I don't really see a whole lot of flaws. I mean, I think
you need a quarterback. You're an NFL team. You take a shot on that.
Yeah, I've talked to some teams, and I think he'll probably be that late first day.
Okay.
But there's some teams that love him. He just doesn't have all that it takes to be that number 1 guy, right?
Yeah.
But listen, he may go. What if he goes to combine and runs 4.49?
He's fixing to win the Heisman too, which doesn't matter. But yeah,
right.
You ready for this? I'm
ready.
Shazam! The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by the Murray Ford Superstore.
Talk to me.
These are the categories where Jayden Daniels ranks number 1 in the entire FBS.
Oh yeah, about all of them.
Okay. Total QBR 95.6. Number 1, all of FBS. Touchdown passes 40, all of FBS.
Yeah.
Touchdown passes from, you talk about him being a scrambler, and does that work? From inside the pocket, 35, number 1 in all of FBS. Yards per attempt, 11.7, number 1 in all of FBS. Yards per dropback, 10.9. What? Number 1 in all of FBS. And 20-plus yard passes, 70. Number 1 in all of FBS. He's number 1 in every.
I would suggest you never run the ball. If you're averaging 11 yards per dropback.
Or if you do it 3 times, you're going to hit 1. And by the way, they're not quite Burrow and Chase, but Malik Neighbors and the Thomas kid, they're both first-round picks. Yeah. And I'll say this, too. LSU is kicking themselves a little bit over this year Because if they had any kind of defense, they could have had a Burrow-like LSU national championship.
Weren't his stats better than Burrow's?
No. Burrow threw 60.
70, I think, by the time they were done.
60,
by the time they were done.
Yeah, I think it was 60 touchdowns.
Okay. I just saw some things tracking.
But the running put him up
Gotcha.
in that same stratosphere.
Burrow threw 60
I'm pretty sure he threw 60 that year.
That's
he was
insane.
But he had,
yeah.
JJ and Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's insane. No, I really like Jaden Daniels. I like I said, I've talked to enough people that I think there's people in this draft that maybe we're assuming are first rounders that could fall to 3, 4, 5. But I don't think he's one of those.
Let me ask you this now. If I ask the wrong question, you don't have to answer it. Just shut me down.
All right.
But I'm
shut you down.
I'm in a bad way these days.
Okay.
So
he's losing it.
I am.
That's
And
good
you
for you every now and
know,
then.
you know about some of the inner workings of the recruiting.
Yes.
So let's start with this. As far as you know, can you confirm that there is tampering going on in the world of college football?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right? I mean, if you're
always has been.
Hey,
if you're,
E.T.,
right, if you're on one team.
Give me Debo, final comment. Y'all continue.
Okay. If you're on one team and you sense any kind of.
What is tampering, first of all? Somebody's got to tell me.
I'm asking you, like, can you contact at one school? Can I make contact?
I'm asking. What is tampering?
I'm saying this is tampering.
Okay, hold on. Now that don't happen.
Okay.
Okay. No.
Tell me
Tell me what. First of all, because I am literally confused.
Yeah.
What in today's day and age, there's so
Yes.
much great. What constitutes? You're telling me.
You
Dan.
tell me.
What is tampering?
Well, okay. When
what
you
you
said
think.
tampering, what I mean is just kind of advanced discussion. So it's like if all of a sudden, I don't know, make up some team, Northwest Michigan State.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's.
I'm not good. Listen.
Hold on. Let me
Okay,
finish.
Okay.
They'll call me or somebody like that in October.
Right.
Hey man, we're going to be taking a portal quarterback. Who you got?
Right.
Okay, well I got these people maybe coming out. Oh, that seems like a good fit. Can we see if there's an interest?
Right.
Like that type of stuff. But it's
So
not
is it
schools.
Like, how can a kid go into the portal and say no contact? That means he knows where he's going, which means he's already talked to where he's going, which means, and that's tampering. If it was your son, what you would want in that situation is, hey, say about going in the portal, Denny. Can we get him placed before? Yeah.
Right? Like, because that's the thing.
Well, for sure, because a lot of kids get
it's
left
the
out in the cold.
It's the off-market listing in real estate,
Yes.
right? It's that. It's like,
I
hey,
don't-
man, don't make us go on these visits.
I'm
Just
not-
pay us this, and let's lock this crap down.
Yeah, I want to make it clear. I'm not blaming the kids.
Is that not? I would
At
think
all.
this. Just because you put a go-between. All right, I'm at Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and I need a quarterback, and I call Denny, and there's a quarterback at Michigan who's going to leave, and I say, hey, Denny, we're looking for a quarterback. Why this kid at Michigan? And then you say, hey, there's this, the Texas is looking for a quarterback. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then they say to you, well, hey, just for the record, you didn't hear it from me, but we'll pay him $1.2 million.
Right.
And then you say, hey, well, you didn't hear it from me, but they'll pay you $1.2 million. That's tampering to me.
Carson Beck has never been in the portal. Carson Beck has been offered a lot of money.
That's what I mean.
That's tampering to me.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Here's Debo at a press conference yesterday. He has all this talk about where
Debo?
Dabo.
I was like, why are we getting
Yeah,
Debo Samuel?
Sorry.
My
Dabo.
guy.
Here's Dabo Swinney on just just how obvious the real problem is, at least to him.
Portal's not the problem. NIL's not the problem. The problem is tampering. That's the problem. That is the problem in college football, and that could be fixed easily too if they would let football people fix it. But we don't usually get a vote in that. But
Well, settle
that's
down.
that's the biggest challenge that we're dealing with is that aspect of it.
Only thing there is that the hypocrisy there is football people don't mind making $11 million a year.
I don't know what that has to do with tampering.
It just there's money there.
And listen, these coaches have been tampering in this sport, and I'm not calling out Brother Dabo,
Right.
but forever. This isn't the kids' fault. This is y'all's fault. This is the coach's fault for continually bringing kids in, promising them the world, promising their parents you're going to do everything like a father figure, and then 30 minutes later, breaking every freaking promise you have, including firing the coach that recruited them
because you got them.
just because you got them.
And they can't go
This
anywhere.
is payback.
I'm not taking up for anyone. I'm playing what he said.
But to hear what Dabo's saying, like, y'all know the problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
Y'all are
I
still
think maybe
doing it.
they're because it's so haywire now. They know the problem. Maybe they're finally
No,
willing to
Dabo's
admit
not
it.
winning natties. Dabo's not winning natties. So now he's not getting away with what he was doing before. So now he's crying.
Yeah.
Like that. And I like, I shouldn't go that hard on all this, and I don't mean it personal to Dabo.
Right.
But time and time again, I'm on the phone with a coach, and they're like, man, this sport has turned in about money. I can't believe these kids are trying to take – you're getting $9 million from a state university, and you're going to talk about this kid who's putting 14 hours a day, 12 months a year, wanting $50,000? Man, shut up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, they
I think
would need
that's
to
fair.
call it what it is. It's not. It's pro football.
That's
not
what
college
it
football
is.
anymore.
That's
Pro
exactly
football.
what it
And
is.
by the way, there's the NCAA
Yeah.
who can't do a damn thing, but they're worried about this kid who wants to come home because his mom's dying.
Well, here's the deal, too.
Makes no sense.
How about this? How about this? Because it's pro football, scholarships are no more, and you're going to have to sign a contract. If we're going to invest our time in recruiting you, our commitment to you there, then you're going to have to sign a contract. And not a scholarship offer. If you're going to make $1.2 million during your career here, you don't get to leave in a month and a half. It's too much. That's what we are. You're employees.
Yeah, I mean, I think most. Okay, so first off, they're not getting this money in one fell swoop.
Right.
I hear it. So right, like so, if they leave, the money stops. Obviously.
Right.
But
here's the other issue, though.
if in a contract situation, that may be true. You maybe sign a guy who's worth $40,000. He gets $10,000 a year for 4 years. Then suddenly has a great first year, and this school's going to give him $1.2 million. Well, if I'm under contract, hey, you took me when I could only give 40. Now you can't do that in any other sport.
I mean, they do it in every other sport.
No, they don't.
They'll hold out. They won't go.
It's not near the same. Now. Listen to me. You guys stop. Don't argue me. Don't argue me to argue me. This is night and day from anything that occurs anywhere else. That I go somewhere, I agree to a certain amount of money. Granted, you're going to pay me on loan on by percentage, and then somebody else offers me 10 times as much. I can't just at that moment leave and play for them and make that money.
Let me ask you something, because this is a real situation that happened. I won't name names at all.
Dabo.
No, it wasn't Dabo.
Billy.
So, kid wants to enter the port. Good player. Different coach than what recruited him.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. So, I want to look at my options.
Okay.
So, he looks at all of his options, never goes on the portal, just kind of looks around.
Right.
Decides that the school that he's at is probably the best choice for his career long term. Not right now, but long term.
Okay.
In the portal, kid gets $30,000-$40,000 a month.
Okay.
Okay. That's what his market would be. So it's only fair to go, hey, I want to stay, but can y'all, do something here? Like, I'm going to stay. I'm not going to leverage you. I'm going to be a good guy.
I'm getting leveraged with the setup here.
No,
Okay.
because I could easily leave and be a starter next year. But I'm going to believe what you're telling me.
Okay.
So,
so it's pro football. You want a contract. You want to renegotiate your contract.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
The kid really doesn't have one because he really wasn't NIL. Wasn't that when he was recruited?
Okay.
Right.
Man.
Well, decide what you want.
It's
Do you
like
want to stay or do you
they act
not?
like they're giving him the world when they give him a couple $1,000 a month.
Right.
Well,
and it just take care. Y'all talked about it with ETN.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we're buying other people's property before we take care of our own.
Right.
And it's like,
yeah.
If y'all want, if you want to
Again,
know,
just like pro sports.
But if you want to know what Georgia's doing, if you want to know what these guys are doing.
And they're winning.
They're
They
proactive, though, Jeff. They don't have the turnover because they go to their guys. And I don't know if Florida is. I have no idea. But they're proactive with these guys. And I think Florida actually
It's easy to be proactive with winners. What losers down there that are going 5-7 deserve raises?
I would say that you
Graham Mertz. That's it. It's the only raise I'm giving, boys. See you next year.
Okay, well, if that's the case.
And he probably got one because he's coming back.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then that's fine because Billy Napier is putting his future on what his evaluations are.
Okay, got about that doomsday clock's ticking on that one.
I agree. But I think as a coach, even on a 5-7 team, you got to be able to evaluate these 10 guys are priorities.
You do,
they can play.
but what happens too when you become
Listen,
only way out of it for Florida is for some big deep pocket come in and go live tour on college football. It's the only thing that would save Florida. You need a live tour mentality. What are they offering you, $1 million? We'll give you 7.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's it. Yeah. That's the only way that Florida is going to get it back. It's the only way. With this coach.
I'm not saying that I like the current setup, but it's where we're at.
Right.
And,
I hear you.
And it's like it's going to be here for a long
I'm not
time.
against these kids getting as much money as they
I
can.
know,
I'm really
I know you're not.
It's a different thing. But we got to have some sort of, or the fans, which we always scream for fans' rights. We're getting screwed by college football more than any other sport.
Oh, no doubt.
Because there's a structure to the other sports that we can make a decision on.
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm definitely not arguing that Cole contract thing. I just, I don't know, man. It's just, they got to figure this thing out. And it's one of those subjects that it's just kind of dirty right
now.
Yeah, the whole thing is just dirty right now.
Right.
Unfortunately, we have to talk about this crap all the
And
time.
it's dirty in a different way, but it's been dirty forever.
It's been dirty forever.
So let's not lose sight
and
of that.
And my rant on Dabo is not on Dabo. It's on college football.
I hear you.
It's just like, guys, come on. I mean, I hear this crap. If y'all had any idea the number of times that a kid is committed and the next day that coach was fired and that kid was told, well, you signed.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I get all that. I think we swung the pendulum too far.
Agreed.
It was way too against the kids, and we went from having money to go on dates and not having to work and all this to making them pro football players and paying them 7 figures. And
there's also not another sport in the world where there's a bigger difference in the top and the bottom, because there are kids in that locker room, probably half the kids in that locker room not getting a penny.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And the good schools, the smart ones, are dividing it up. That's something else Georgia has done to a certain degree. Anyway,
there's no doubt that the schools that win have figured this out.
I have one more, yeah, for sure, and that's why they keep winning, and we'll keep winning. While the 5 and 7 teams of the world aren't going to get better, they're only going to get worse, because a lot of those teams that are doing it right and keep winning, they have to play every year. It is an abject disaster
don't you feel like,
of a task in front of.
But don't you feel like with this rule it should be easier to build your program?
If you pay.
Yeah.
If you go live tour and pay 4 times the market value, you could turn it around in 1 year. If there were a billionaire out there, a diehard, tried and true billionaire that gathered the right forces, and for the 2025 class, guess what? Or for this year's portal, tell me what they're offering. I'll give you 4 times more. Tick, 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 tick.
Although,
so weird.
Although A&M did that.
Yeah.
How'd that do for them?
That's so weird to me, though, to think about a bunch of guys sitting around.
Not to that effect. They tried to do that, but
no,
they didn't.
A&M bought the #1 recruiting class.
And
now
I'm going a lot further than that.
He's saying
I'm going further than
he's
that.
saying go get Bezos to give away shares of Amazon.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
It's weird to me. The whole thing's weird. To your point earlier, is that what we're talking about is a bunch of guys throwing a bunch of money into something they're never going to get anything out of.
Right.
Outside of just entertainment. There's no ROI on this. We're not shooting commercials outside of
like NFL. To your point, NFL owners reap the windfall.
That's right.
And so the university should be doing. A university should be allowed to just we got a salary cap.
That's the
here.
argument.
Yeah,
that's the right argument.
Yeah.
If you want to take the university system and put a salary cap together, okay, fine. But right now we're just asking who's got the richest alumni that want to give money away.
All right. Before we run out of time, I do have. I want to circle back. I do have a Trevor question. And I'm just wondering: is any part of your enterprise include playing through injury? Or the analysis of injury, or what to expect if certain body parts. Obviously, you're not going to have a guy come in and wrap him on the leg and say, "Okay, take your drop back."
Tough.
But left foot versus right foot if you're a quarterback, and so Trevor, it's right ankle, right? So that's the push off ankle.
Yep.
What do we be wary of? What do you guard against? And is that not something you can coach because it's just
is. It is. There's ways you can't get your hip all the way through if your ankle can't turn all the way over. Right, I mean, it's just physically.
Are we talking about sailing passes, or
we're talking about just not getting full rotation, right? Because you want your hip getting all the way through. So I mean, he's probably going to have to play a little bit more off of his front hip, and I'm getting into technicalities. But to your bigger question is, you do kind of know if this is hurt. Here's the treatment method. Here's what we're trying to do. But here are the ways mechanically that we're going to have to overcome the fact that you're used to hitting a decel or a stop at this point, but your right hip's not going to fire as aggressively because your ankle can't turn over. So we're going to have to almost lock that front hip a little bit sooner.
Can you figure that out between Wednesday's practice and Sunday's game?
You figure that out in 30 minutes.
Okay.
With a guy that talented?
Yeah, just kind of it's like there's I found a lot of comparisons with the golf swing.
No doubt.
If something's not working, I'm going to make this a little adjustment today because my back's hurt.
Maybe you don't hit it as far as you did. Maybe you're 15 yards shorter, but you're still able to play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or they roll back your golf ball, one or the other.
Yeah. That's true. Maybe we roll.
Denny, it's great to see you, my friend.
You too.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
appreciate you always. Denny Thompson,
run,
6
get
points,
out of here, run.
quarterback whisperer.
Right.
I'll talk to him in the break.
Friday,
this is the drill.
Friday 5-pack is next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He leaves the safety of home to step into the battle zone.
The enemy's dangerous.
Go behind enemy lines with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
We're not the enemy.
On 1010XL. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway.
Hey, Hickett here from my friends at Goosehead Insurance. Craig and Chris Kaprowski, they're like offensive linemen protecting their quarterback. They're going to protect you. They've teamed up to take care of our insurance needs. They get us protection in a fast, friendly, affordable way. Homeowners, auto, flood, you got a boat. Kaprowski's have you covered. Craig and Christine are part of the Goosehead Insurance family. A few short minutes, they'll find you the right coverage at the right price. And they believe in one other thing. It's customer service, man. If you call them, they're going to call you back, okay? That's how they work. I trust them with my insurance needs. Maybe you should. If you need a checkup, easy to get a hold of, Craig.Kaproski at Goosehead.com. Craig.Kaproski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at Goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. That's 478-8422.
Car buyers, are you in the market for a new vehicle? Are you noticing markup on vehicles on dealer lots? Well, come to Key Buick GMC, where we never have markups on our vehicles. Ask for Derek or Brian. In addition, Key Buick GMC is the only Buick GMC dealer with a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new Buicks and GMCs. Holidays are approaching, and we are your service headquarters. That's Key Buick GMC. We are professional grade across from Tinseltown, South Siding Gate, or visit us at KeyBuickGMC.com.
When it comes to a new roof, you want the golden standard. Can't afford the cost of replacing your roof without financing? Don't worry, we have special financing with up to 30-year terms. As long as you're not in an active bankruptcy, current with your property taxes and mortgage, not in a reverse mortgage, no liens or judgments, and no foreclosure, we should be able to get you funded. No hard credit check required.
Golden Hammer Roofing and Gutters.
Golden Hammer!
The golden standard in roofing.
Since 2014, there's been only one official home builder of the Jaguars, Dreamfinders Homes. With quality-built homes and a speedy move-in process, we're in 20-plus communities in the best locations across Northeast Florida. Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to live. So get off the sidelines, Jags fans, and get into the game. Let Dreamfinders help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. Visit DreamfindersHomes.com for all your move-in ready homes and step up your game.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Worried about keeping your home warm this holiday season? Well, Fenwick Home Services is offering zero down, zero interest financing on select Energy Star rated heating and cooling systems to ease the burden. And don't make a single payment for an entire year. Schedule your free same-day estimate today and enjoy a cozier home tomorrow. This offer is only available now through December 31st. Control your comfort and cut your wallet some slack by visiting FenwickHomeservices.com/radio.
There's a reason it's called Student Athlete.
Listen for the High School Scholar Athlete Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on 1010XL.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time homebuyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time homebuyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time homebuyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time homebuyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at TrustlineMortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Hey, book your free estimate today at RhinoShieldJAX.com. Hicken here for my friends at Rhino Shield. Stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or business, right? Rhino Shield, you want to talk about coatings? They don't chip, crack, or peel ever. They back it up with a 25-year warranty. No mold, no mildew, no algae. No water intrusion from all that crazy weather that we have, all right? All while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting. 0% financing. New low pricing. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Get that free estimate today at RhinoShieldJAX.com. That's RhinoShieldJAX.com.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
The shoulder is one of the body's largest joints, prone to a variety of injuries and conditions that cause pain. Dr. George Bari here, and at Bari Orthopedics, we know an active lifestyle can lead to serious joint pain. We can help with an accurate diagnosis and treatment for a full spectrum of shoulder injuries, from arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis, or rotator cuff and labral tearing, Bari Orthopedics can help. If you or a loved one suffers from shoulder pain, don't hesitate to call or log on to bariorthopedics.com.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Youth sports are getting back into full swing, so you know what that means. Custom Yetis so dads can keep their beer or sodas cold. Check them out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Visionaries, builders, and doers. Are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Celebrate December with Best Bet. We're giving away an incredible $275,000 in cash. Kickstart your holiday fun at Jacksonville and Orange Park with amazing promotions like $500 high-hand Fridays, 12 days of Christmas, and the $40,000 guaranteed GoPo 400 tournament. We have you covered with fun, fast card games like 1-card and 3-card poker, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and more. New to the game? No worries. Our friendly dealers are ready to teach you the ropes. For all the details, head over to bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hey everyone, Jason Parker, CEO of Performance Painting here. 'Tis the season for giving gifts, and this year our gift to you is waiving the power washing fee when prepping to paint your commercial building or home exterior. That's a $500 to $3,000 savings back in your pocket depending on the square footage. And no matter who you hire, make sure they power wash using the proper methods, which includes being careful around your expensive windows. Learn more at performancepaintingjacks.com or call today at 849-2499.
Performance Painting. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie. Bet with the best. And Shark Coatings. Northeast Florida's expert in floor coatings.
Oh, there it is. My hands are shaking. Suddenly we're falling into a deep, dark hole, and I can't get out.
I feel like
I'm like the Florida Gator football program.
I feel the need to study lessons when it's the NFL. It's such more of a crapshoot. Like college, I think you can find some angles to some games. Now, that being said, I've done worse in college than I have in the NFL, so maybe I'm just like a poo-flinging monkey and just put some on my hand and I'll throw it and hopefully it hits a winner.
We've got our friend, the Cat. Shark Coatings brings you the Cat.
I always need him to join us so he can tell me. All right, so I remember. Dan is -2, Cat is +2,
yes,
and I'm +7?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
We're pretty much all NFL. Cat has begged and pleaded that we include the Monday night games.
We
this
have
week,
allowed it.
which tells us that obviously there's some Monday nighter you love, and
we
we're
may
just,
jump on it in front of you, Cat, because you go third this week.
He's actually second.
Oh, you're
Whoa,
second.
whoa, whoa,
You're
wait,
second.
wait,
You're
wait,
second. You're second.
You're second.
Settle down.
Relax.
Wait, how does it? You don't go from third to first. You move
No.
up.
Moves up one
third.
spot.
Yeah, right. You go third. You go first to third to
Next
second
week
to
you're
first.
first.
Correct.
And I'll go to third.
And I'll
Nobody
move to
knows.
second.
Yes.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Thanks for texting back last night.
Well, we wanted to keep you nervous. You know, you're in a panic right now.
I'm the one that took the
love the
hit
game.
here. I'm the one that took the hit here because we had some sort of mistake, and I went from second to third, so I'll go back to second. I'm going to have to wait longer than y'all, so no complaints.
No complaints.
By the way, by no fault of mine.
Yeah.
I would also add.
All right, here we go.
I love the gamesmanship, guys. I love the gamesmanship,
all
not
about it.
texting back.
All right, so I get to go first, and I'm going to start things off. You know where we're at. At stake is a wheel spin. It's
little piece of your soul.
Yeah. I'm going to going right straight to the home team. I'm taking the Jags plus the 3.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that?
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm gonna do this one because I think one of you guys will take it, and I have a special reason to take this game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think either of you guys even knows a player on the team.
Okay.
But I do.
Okay.
Shout out to the Zatellos out there.
Yeah.
Tommy Zatello, number 11 for our Army Black Knights.
Yeah.
Is going to lead Army to a victory by over 3 points, hopefully. But I'm going with my family, the Zatellos, and Army. -3, a favorite right off the jump, guys, throwing a curveball at you.
Well, I really I'm shocked that Dan didn't go Army. He picked them last week. Doc Murphy yesterday guaranteed a double-digit victory. I was going to snag Army there, so I wish you had waited. All right, I got a couple of games I like here. I got a formula game. We'll see if it works. Bears played Detroit really tough in Detroit, did they not?
Yes.
Now they come home and they face them. All right, they open a 4.5-point underdog. Only 31% of the betting public is on Chicago, and now you're only getting 3. It tells me Vegas wants more of that money on Detroit, so I will take the 3.5 points that the Lions are getting right now. That the Bears are getting right now. Bears plus 3.5 at home.
I think it moved to 3.
No, I'm on MyBookie right now. Daniel, would you take a peek real quick, please?
Okay.
Yeah, plus 3.5. It has bounced around back and forth between the two, so in fairness there. And you know what? I don't get to do it a lot. Atlanta went to Tampa and won earlier this year. They have found a way to win ugly when they need to, and laying just a 1.5. I'm going to take the Falcons minus 1.5 because they've never broken my heart, ever. They've never let me down.
I love it. All right, back to me. I am. Look, do you guys have any idea who the longest active winning streaks in the NFL are? The 3 teams with the longest active winning
There's
streaks?
3 teams that had 5-game winning streaks, including the Jags.
No,
we just lost.
The current longest.
Oh, current? No, I don't know.
Dolphins, maybe?
49ers and Cowboys. They both have 4. And Minshew Mania. The Colts are 4 in a row on a win streak. So give me the Colts plus 2. Listen, the Bengals, they're still gleaming off of that steal they got here. They stole the game. Colts, Minshew's going into Cincy, and he's going to win. Give me the Colts at plus 2.
Dan for 2. JU.
I like the Niners to continue their dominance over
10.5.
Seattle, and I'll lay the 10.5. I think the Niners keep rolling, and they get to 5 wins in a row.
Okay.
Big line.
And then I'm going to go. I'm banking on. I'm just banking on them. I'm banking on Trevor playing, man. Because I
take the over also.
Yeah, it's 31.5.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Let me tell you exactly.
You tell me the over because it's been fluctuating a little bit, and if it goes up, I can't get
32.5.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I can't get a 19-17 game. Come on.
Yeah, Trevor plays. Come on.
Yeah, I like that too. I looked at it. Just don't trust it.
The Jags have scored 90 points in the last 3 weeks.
I'm going to go. It's my turn. Yeah, I'm going to go with a. Huh?
Oh, my turn.
Okay,
my
good.
turn.
I'm glad I didn't blurt it out. I didn't want to hand you the winner that I have lined up.
My turn. But hey, real quick, Dan, I love that your first 2 picks are Jags because when you picked the Jags have won this year.
I've done okay with them. Yeah.
Hoping that keeps going. All right. I think
maybe next year pick the Gators more than 5 times.
I think this game is ripe for a Cowboy collapse. Cowboys got the Eagles at home Sunday night. The Eagles are a 3.5 point dog. Give me the Eagles to step back up and show the Cowboys that the Eagles are the leader of the NFC East. Give me Eagles plus 3.5.
You know, it's amazing. Your last 2 picks, I would go opposite on. I have the opposites written down, but you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to do that. Then I'd be doubly wrong. I mean, if my pick does come through on that, you lose both games anyway. That's enough for me, Kat. So I'm going to instead stay away from those. I'm going to take a home dog at home. I'm going to take a home dog with a terrible quarterback to beat a road favorite with a really, really, really good quarterback. And I think that C.J. Stroud runs into some rookie confusion at the Jets this weekend. And it's hard to imagine getting a bump from Zach Wilson returning, but I do think it starts to feel a little more normal in New York. So can Houston win the game? Sure they can. They are also proved capable of losing at Carolina earlier this year, and it's just those 3.5 points, man. That 3.5, it's the hook. I'm getting drawn in by the hook, and perhaps it'll cost me, but you're gonna give me a 3.5 point home dog. I'm gonna take them, and I'm gonna go with the blind squirrel always finds an acorn now and then. And I'm going to lay money on the coach that I least trust in the entire NFL.
Wow.
I'm going to take the Chargers minus 2.5 at home against Russ and the Broncos. So give me LAC minus 2.5.
Well, Jeffrey, you literally just took my next 2 picks.
Oh, wow. Good. I
Wow.
like that.
Son of
I've
a
done
beast.
that in the past. It's worked, so.
I mean, listen, there's limited games to pick from, so we're going to
Yeah,
do
you're
that.
going to have to eventually we almost should make an addendum rule that you have to play at least one total. Cat hates the totals. Have you noticed that, Hick?
Uh-huh.
I don't think he's played 3 totals in 3 years.
Hate him. Dang it. Literally, I had the Jets. I agree with you. I don't think C.J. Stroud. Anyway, whatever. And you took the Chargers. That was my next one too. All right, let's do this. Look, I think Jameis Winston is playing to defend FSU, the Saints, and the Panthers. Give me the Saints. I know it's a 5-point -5. I'm picking a favorite here, but you're going to have to these days. Saints at home. Give me them -5 against the Panthers.
Dan 0 for 2.
Okay, I got to be honest, Jeff.
Okay, honesty's good.
I was in the Bahamas there
Trust
for a
tree.
minute.
Okay, if you say somebody and something he picked, I'll just tell you quick.
Thank you.
With Gene Smith on us.
I wasn't listening to a damn thing.
He's scurrying right now. I think we're picking each other's picks because of the limited games, and guys are scurrying,
Hey, Jeff.
scuffling. Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, we now know how BWR feels every day.
Yeah, so that she would confirm that. I will take the Chargers Denver over 44.
Okay, hold on. I think that sounds right because I was just looking at when I took the Chargers, and over 44 is correct.
And I have one more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Rams plus 7.5 at Baltimore.
All right.
All righty, my turn. Guys, you follow this stuff and know the news more than I do. I don't understand this. Patrick Mahomes at home. This line is moving down.
Yeah.
It was 1.5 last night. It's -1 today. You're telling me the Chiefs can't beat the Bills at home?
It's actually up to 2. It's 2 on my bookie, just before you go too much further. But yeah, that's.
Oh, what the hell? Why are these lines different on different sites?
I don't know. I got to go by my bookie though. We're contractually
I know
obligated. Okay.
Hey, that is the sponsor.
I love, by the way, there's no college. I'm not having to go back and forth, Control F, all this nonsense.
There's only one
that's
college game
from-
tomorrow. There's
and
no
he-
playoff things on.
FCS playoffs.
But there are no lines.
I know. There
usually are.
Yeah, maybe
Well, I
there
looked on a
is.
couple sites. I didn't see any, so I was like,
yeah,
I'm not
you're
going.
right. I can remember us playing FCS in the past.
Yeah, like Georgia Southern against
North Dakota State. Yeah.
James Madison's, and they moved up, but yeah.
I'll have to look at them next week. Yeah, but the Chiefs. Okay, fine. 2 points. You're telling me Patrick Mahomes can't beat the Bills at home by 3 points?
I know. That's a
Give
weird
me
one.
the Chiefs.
That's
Give
a
me the
weird
Chiefs.
one where
That's
the money, it's not moving the way the money is either. That's a weird one.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
I don't get it.
-2? Yeah, -2 over the Bills. All right, my last pick, I've had terrible luck with here are the choices, okay? I really like the Bengals given 2. I don't want to do this whole I'm protecting a lead here. I don't want to lose 2 in one fell swoop. I'm going to have to work harder than that. So I'm not going to take that game. I like the Cowboys laying the 3.5. They've been so good at home, and their average margin of victory has been, through the roof. Now, Seattle played with them the other day, but I tell you what I do trust. I do trust Dallas and Philly going over 51.5.
Mm-hmm.
I could see a 35-31 here just real quick. Both these teams had, this is an MVP battle. Now, that being said, you watch. They'll play 20-13 defensive matchup. But just give me something to root for. We always it's the sucker play. You root for the points.
Yeah.
But I'll take the Cowboys-Eagles over 51.5. And there we are in the books. I'm +7, Cat's +2, Dan's -2. He'll get it posted. That's this week's
Thank you,
five-pack.
Cat. Thank
as
you, Shark
always,
Coatings.
As always, Cat, good luck, but not too good.
Yeah.
Go Jags.
All right, there he goes. Let's take a quick time out. We're back on a Green for Life Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The goal is to build a fence around the goal line.
Defense just stepping up and playing dominant.
Superior Fence and Rail highlights the defensive player of the game on 1010XL. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Are you looking to maintain your cool? Look no further than Lloyd's Heating and Air. At Lloyd's Heating and Air, your go-to experts for all things HVAC. Whether you're building a new home, need a brand new AC installation, or just want to make sure your current system is running at peak performance, with a maintenance plan, we've got you covered. Our skilled team specializes in new construction HVAC, making sure your home or business is comfortable from the moment you step inside. LloydsHeatingandAir.com. CMC 1249834.
Hey, Hickett here for Lockhart Construction. That's a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started. Shane's dad, Shane, his guys, Jacksonville guys taking care of people who live here like me. We've used Lockhart Construction on numerous occasions. I've told you, Googans, they have the BWR seal of approval. It's not easy to get. They do such a fine job. Affordable, fast, friendly, clean up. Everything you could want if you have somebody into your home. Their family gives your family a better living experience is what I like to say. You'll unlock the key to better living with Lockhart Construction. So if you have a construction need, no job too big, no job too small, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
The deal of the year is here at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and right now you could save thousands off original MSRP on pre-owned 2023 models, like a Toyota Corolla LE starting at just $18,881. A 2023 Toyota Camry LE or RAV4 LE as low as $23,881. You can even get a 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4 as low as $38,881. Shop arlingtontoyota.com and save thousands today.
And introduce you here to our pest solution here on The Drill. It's Mission Pest Solutions, veteran and locally owned and operated. So easy to deal with. 904-944-PEST. How much can you count on them? Because you're listening to 1010XL and we're in this together. Tell them you're from 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get a free initial pest service worth $250. Good from now through the end of the year. 944-PEST. Tell them you're calling from 1010XL.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sports book and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Whether it's a large commercial project or a multifamily property, trust All Pro Roofing for exceptional craftsmanship and unparalleled customer service. We use only the finest materials, ensuring durability and long-lasting results. Plus, All Pro Roofing now has a full siding and windows division. That's right, All Pro Roofing is not just about roofs anymore. All Pro Roofing, now your trusted partner for commercial roofing, multifamily projects, exterior siding, and windows. AllProRoofingLLC.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
He's a sausage man.
Albert Hainsworth is the reason why I retired.
Football and sausage go together like Leon and XL Primetime. Brought to you by the Sausage Dudes. Sausage with a purpose. Weekdays on 1010XL.
Are you ready for the ultimate happy hour experience? Look no further than Bellwether, downtown's undisputed champion of good times. It's Tuesday through Saturday from 4 to 7 p, with the exception on Friday when happy hour starts at 11 a.m. Rally the team and head over to Bellwether. The vibe is full and the food is unbeatable. Free parking after 6 p on weekdays and all weekend. Bellwether Restaurant, where great food and the best happy hour in town come together for an epic win.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 46th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Open 7 days a week in December.
Frank Frangie here. Let Southern Steer Butcher add the perfect touch to your Christmas table. I'm talking prime and choice rib roast and tenderloin with side. Now accepting holiday orders until December 18th. Click on the holiday ordering tab at southernsteer.com.
Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying. They can also signal a major problem or electrical emergency. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
8 Sparky.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein and Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein and Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Pregame Friday
Is brought to you by MyBookie
and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
This is Dr. James Perry, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jags defensive end Josh Allen is having a historical year, tied third in the NFL for sacks. With 5 games left to be played, defensive coordinator Mike Caldwell credits Allen's offseason work to his high performance of the year.
He really has. He's playing at a high level. And you look at the work he put in this offseason and just going back and the focus, the way he's focused, he's going in, coming in, understanding the game plan, understanding the rush plan, and he's going out there and he's performing. Last year, we had an issue with missed sacks, not getting the guy on the ground. He's getting the guy on the ground, and his numbers are what they are.
Mike Caldwell, visit Jaguars.com for more. I'm Molly McDonald with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Well, as we prepare for either Trevor Lawrence or C.J. Beathard, the Jags have to prepare for Dorian Thompson-Robinson or Joe Flacco. And I don't think P.J. Walker's in the mix, but the Browns aren't saying who they're playing at quarterback. Hence, the odds are low scoring, etc. But all indications around these parts is that it looks like Trevor is planning on playing. Now, if he can't go, if he can't get cleared by the doctors, that'd be one thing. But sure looks to us like Trevor Lawrence is going to suit up on Sunday, and that alone is pretty incredible. And that's your Duval Minute. It's brought to you by Lift Power. Lift Power has been providing the Southeast with all its material handling needs for more than 50 years. Jacksonville owned and operated. Family owned. From lift trucks, warehouse design, docks and doors, to total warehouse design, service support, fleet management, and more. You name it, Lift Power does it. Learn more at liftpower.com.
All right, you know what that music means? Yeah, it's busy out there today. They're busy. So we got a drill speed trap alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. They got radar detection and more there, but we got an army of Gookins out there protecting one another. So if you see it, you tell us, we get the word out. Had you earlier, Southside and JTB, the Southside Connector this morning. We also got 95 South at Zoo Parkway. That tells me just about everywhere. So here's an idea. Keep those speeds down. Keep the city streets safe and keep that cash in your pocket. It's a Speed Trap Alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. I saw that. What am I missing with this story? Or I saw this story. Is it just now coming to light what Sean McDermott said in 2019?
Yes.
How did it come to light? Did one of the players mention it?
No, a journalist was working on a story on McDermott, a lengthy, him as a coach, as a head coach, and in talking to people found out about this negative thing that he had
in
done.
2019, he was trying to inspire his players, and says says that he regrets mentioning 9/11 in a training camp talk. Immediately apologized. Well, I don't think mentioning 9/11 and the fortitude that date means for so many people is necessarily the problem. You see, the problem was that he corresponded the coordination and the wherewithal and the communication that you need as a football team to that of the terrorists. McDermott told players in a speech to come together and use the terrorists on 9/11 as an example, asking players in the room questions about how the attacks were executed, referencing the hijackers getting in on the same page. Multiple players who were with the team at the time confirmed the story. Listen, coaches reach. You know, I'm not going to pull his American card. It's just a dumb way to try and get through. When asked why he mentioned 9/11 and whether hijackers were specifically referenced, McDermott said it was mentioning 911 in the context of the team meeting. The goal of the team meeting was the importance of communication, being on the same page as a team. Said he immediately regretted it, though, realized that, that probably wasn't the right message to send. McDermott, who spoke with the media in an unscheduled news conference after this news broke, and thanks, Dan, for like letting us know how that exactly popped up yesterday, said he made the reference during the meeting for, quote, awareness around a horrific event more than anything in a situation that I lost, as I mentioned, a family friend.
Yeah, but talk about how the first
Sure,
responders
right,
came
correct.
together as a
That's-
team
that's
and,
right.
and risked
Right.
their lives by
100%.
climbing up towers, you dumbass.
It's just
I mean,
weird.
that's one of the worst things, and I'm not saying he should be fired over it or
Yeah.
anything like
No, I
that,
hear
but
you.
clearly, as his season unravels, and the
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills are much better than a 6-6 football team, now you're calling into question what type of head coach is this guy, because he's had Josh Allen and he's wasting them and they're not winning, and he took over the defensive signals this year, and it might be too much for him as Buffalo
Big game for
struggles.
them this week. They're at Kansas City. This is do or die. Now,
Pretty much.
I've kind of proclaimed them
dead
too far back to come back
I have.
earlier, but now, you know, Pittsburgh's dropped a couple in a row. They were pitiful last. That's pitiful effort by Pittsburgh, by the way. And at some point, I start to lean into the Tomlin haters camp. And I will never hate Mike Tomlin. I appreciate what he's done. He's a good coach, but everything runs its course, and you just need a new voice and new direction. You feel me? I mean, you fall behind 21-3 to a team that couldn't score a point last week. You rally back to 21-18. You're moving the ball with 2 minutes to go. You got it at midfield, 3rd and 2, and you throw fly pattern right to Pickens incomplete. And on 4th and 2, you throw a bomb left sideline to Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
What is that? I mean,
I don't know.
you got a good running game. You got screen games been working. Run a slant. You got a good tight end. Run him and turn him around. Anything but what you did.
Right.
And the Steelers set an NFL record. They're the first team ever with their record over 500 to lose back-to-back weeks to teams that were like 8 under 500 or
Here's
worse.
the problem. The Steelers,
They lost at home back-to-back to the Cardinals and now the Patriots.
Bees. The Steelers are coming back to the pack because they're not good. They're minus point differential
Minus
all year.
40, I think. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
So they're no good, and that's but it's hard as a Steeler fan when you're 7-4 and you got these lousy teams coming up. You got a chance to make hay, and instead you go backwards. And now, as I think we talked about a little bit yesterday, I feel like these teams. I think you're right. I think we're gonna have a lot of 7-5 teams after this.
A lot of 7-6 after this.
7-6. The Steelers have blown it with Arizona and New England.
Back-to-back at home, both games.
Now they got to go to Indy. Then they got Cincinnati. Tough games at Seattle, at Baltimore.
Listen,
they played themselves right out of it, dude.
They're
They should have got to 9-4. It should have been like DEFCON 1.
been fine, right? Here's the problem too. By the way, if they get to 9-4, they're in the division race. I mean, you can't lose those 2 games at home. You're not a playoff team. I would predict they finish sub 500 after watching what I did.
I would agree.
You know,
and Kenny Pickett getting back ain't going to be like but Trubisky was terrible.
Yeah, they should have. I don't know why he wouldn't go Mason Rudolph, really. I really don't. What happened to him? Did he die? If he's still on the team, he should play. He's played meaningful games in the past.
I mean, terrible.
The Pittsburgh Steelers right now, though, they're the poster child in the current NFL for my mantra. NFL teams don't get better; they get better quarterbacks, and they've set themselves back with this Pickett experiment. It's not worked. They need a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Say the same thing about the Falcons. Now they may, just by the terrible division they're in, they may ultimately survive and win the division much like the Jags did a year ago. But the quarterback situation is terrible. There are quarterback situations that are no bueno. Tampa does not have a good quarterback situation. There's a bunch of them out there.
Now, with all that said, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What in the heck were the Patriots thinking?
Winning?
Don't win.
Yeah.
I
wonder.
feel like the Giants. The Giants have been winning. What are you doing, man?
I think it's hard to tell these
I know
dudes
it
don't
is.
win. I mean, what are they supposed to do?
You make the roster worse.
I guess the bigger, I put more on it rather than don't win, is Steelers, that is so utterly pathetic. They didn't score a point. By the way, the Chargers aren't exactly the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
It's like the Chargers are on some, 2000 Ravens run of dominance. You got shut out at home. I believe the Patriots have been shut out twice at home this year. That's unfathomable in the NFL. And before halftime, it was 21-3.
Yeah.
And by the way, it wasn't all because of sudden change. They had one sudden change. But for the most part, you let Bailey Zappi and Juju Smith-Schuster
I tell you what.
and Ezekiel Elliott drive you down the field.
The interesting thing is going to be draft talk. The interesting thing is going to be the Chicago Bears, because they are going to have the first overall pick.
Yeah, what do they do with Fields? I stay with Fields. I think
you have to.
I'm getting into that camp. You got to build around. They need a line.
But I'm telling you, man, if you think Caleb Williams is better than Justin Fields, you take him.
Yeah, I don't know if I do. I've lost some faith in Caleb
That's
Williams.
fine.
I hear you.
I'm just telling you.
I'm not making the decision.
You're
talking about an organization. Hey,
here's a point. They're going to sit there and they're going to say, they took this guy if one of these quarterbacks from the next draft emerges.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it.
This is the team that took Trubisky.
That's what I was going to say. You're talking about a team. They're probably not run by the same guys, in fairness.
I'm sure.
But you are talking about a team that took Mitch Trubisky over. Mitch Trubisky traded up to take Mitch Trubisky over Patrick Mahomes.
The Chicago Bears have the Carolina's first pick. Carolina's 1-11. They're not going to – they might win one more. New England's 3-10. Arizona's 3-10. They're 2-3. So I guess New England didn't get hurt as badly because Arizona
That's another one that they're another classic need a quarterback team.
New England desperately needs a quarterback. Arizona, they got to make a decision.
I will put the desperation on Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett is borrowed time. He's the Billy Napier of quarterbacks. I'll do stuff every now and then good enough. He's probably a nice man.
Yeah.
But he ain't good enough in that division with Burrow and Lamar.
Yeah.
You going to try out Kenny Pickett and Mike Tomlin to beat him year to year? Nah. Oh. 9:04. That's our cue. Let's come back on the other side. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday. I got a pest of the day when we return.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Travis Etienne scores in Jacksonville. Strikes first. Trevor dives into the end zone. He stuck the ball over the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Allen. Has he done enough this year yet? Wow. How good is that?
Got about a month of football left, and it's full steam ahead.
It's a quick turnaround.
It's really must-win mentality all the time. So, good Cleveland team we're about to go face. We got to right our wrongs, get back in the win column.
Next up, Cleveland, Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars, 1010 XL.
Hey, certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, comforting to know my money is in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Guys, I've told you this. I don't know how to invest, I know how to talk about ball scores. So I found guys who I trust, right? I found Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, and they make my money grow. And not just me, from Junie Bug to Juju, 3 generations of Hickens have used ITP Partners. They listen, they give us individualized strategies. Our goals are their priority. So if you have a financial need or question, don't be afraid to call them. I talk to them, right? Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com or 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Here's what's happening in Bulldog Country. The Georgia Bulldog Report. Brought to you by Travis Cummings and the Bailey Group.
Kirby Smart and Georgia will play Florida State in the Orange Bowl on December 30th.
The Orange Bowl is one of the best bowls we've ever been to in terms of the sunshine and the beach and getting to enjoy it and being in sunny South Florida. So major congratulations to FSU and Coach Norville and his staff, the Orange Bowl committee, and the people that host the Orange Bowl. Our players are looking very forward to it.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Lauren Brooks here. Tired of joint pain holding you back? Try BioTarget from Injury Care Centers. This treatment will prolong the life of your joints by targeting the root of your pain and delivering more regenerative cells to the affected area, ensuring faster and more effective healing, making BioTarget the most advanced regenerative treatment. For a limited time, BioTarget starts as low as $499. Call Injury Care Centers or visit GoBioTarget.com. That's GoBioTarget.com.
Hey, this is Jason with Bueller Air Conditioning. Why do we love to go to that awesome grocery store where shopping is a pleasure? Why do we choose that amazing chicken sandwich where the service is fast and friendly and it's always their pleasure? You see, those brands are a promise. Here at Bueller Air, our team is committed to serving the customer and delivering that same kind of brand promise. Our mission is to be the most trusted brand with friendly and professional service every single time. Give us a call today or visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL's Friday Restaurant of the Day is Perfect Rack Billiards in Murray Hill. Open daily at 4. Catch all the NFL weekend action. Always at Perfect Rack Billiards in Murray Hill. A great place to watch football. Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Life is short, so eat better pizza at 5 Star Pizza. You want pizza that's bigger, better, and faster? Then get 5 Star Pizza. They also got wings, cheesy sticks, garlic rolls, and they'll deliver it to you right now at 5 Star Pizza.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida, and don't let the state decide your fate.
When you roll into a convenience store for some cold Bud Light, you want to make sure it's, well, cold. Check out the big coolers at Circle K. They make sure it's chilled and ready to go for the big game or party. Swing by Circle K and pick up some cold Bud Light.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T. And check this out. I know you're not walking past 100 on the ground, so why are you walking past a chance to get this easy cash with MyBookie? MyBookie has the biggest online selection of odds and contests to fill your sports betting needs anytime, anywhere. So you can turn that sports knowledge into straight cash, homie. You can bet on the NFL every week, and you're going to absolutely love betting on bowl games. Or play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly blackjack tournament. If you've been waiting on the right time to get in on the action, the holidays are here, and that's the right time, my boy. Make your winning move today. Sign up at MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL and claim your deposit match redeemable up to $1,000. Again, that's promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus. Experience the thrill of sports betting right from the crib. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Your home value is way up, and you can use that money right now. Pay off credit cards, remodel your house, both, whatever you want. Prosser here for Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can convert that home equity into cash in as little as 2 weeks with no cost to you and zero hassle. Mike and Joan in Ponte Vedra called Loan Pronto. They did a Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi. They got a check for $100,000, used $50 to pay off all their credit cards and a car loan, and used the other $50 to upgrade their master bath and kitchen. They locked in new APR in the 2s and lowered their total monthly bills by hundreds of dollars. Hello? What are you waiting on? Call Loan Pronto now. Convert your home value into cash and put that money to good use. Do it now, and you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
Need cash and have surfboards, guitars, power tools, or sports equipment? Come sell to Chuck and get top dollar. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Life's expensive. Free yourself from unused items at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. The head coach for Kentucky, Mark Stoops, is a Gator Bowl veteran and once again looks forward to his team playing in the game.
Look forward to getting down there and having a very competitive game against a great team and a great program.
Florida State football has extended another offer in the transfer portal, and it's another familiar face, this time Florida Gators defensive lineman Chris McKellen. He just officially went into the portal yesterday afternoon, but already has offers from Auburn, Colorado, and others in addition to FSU. The world's number 3 ranked golfer, Jon Rahm, shocked the golf world on Thursday. He announced he would leave the PGA Tour to play in the LIV Golf League for a reported $500 million. The LIV Tour is financed by the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 9:12 and it's 58 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
The
The Jaguars are chasing the dream. Dan and Jeff get you ready for this week's opponent, brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes. They have the strongest focus on customer satisfaction.
All right, the official home builders of the Jacksonville Jaguars since 2014, Dreamfinders Homes. Jeff, wouldn't you start Joe Flacco tomorrow over Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I mean, you don't need to find out much about DTR because your guy's Deshaun Watson, so why not go with the guy?
I would go. I'm still trying to make the playoffs here.
Yeah.
I'm not far from out of it. So, yeah, if I'm the Browns, I'm starting Flacco, but there's no good answer.
Yeah.
You know, maybe DTR on a rainy day can create with it. He hasn't really been running, though. You know, it's not like he's made this big impact running the football. It's harder in the NFL.
Is Joe Flacco enough to get you to the postseason? He's 38 years old.
I don't think so.
Their offense is really beat up. Obviously, they lost Nick Chubb, right? It'll be interesting. They did not play particularly well out in L.A. They gave up 36 points, but they're much better at home.
At home, I ran it off. At home, the Ravens
Yeah.
got him for 28. Everyone else, it's like even the Niners scored 17. That's a bunch of threes and zeros and a 10. I mean, they literally at home are giving up probably 9 points a game, maybe less.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll do the quick math for you.
Okay.
As you continue with your
Amari Cooper was in concussion protocol last week.
They have no Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson. This is a game you got to win. As good as even with them being good at home, you got to go win this game.
Yeah, the Jags need to go win.
Let's see. They've given. Let me do this right. They gave up 6 in their first 2 games. 34 and 17 is 50.
4 starting quarterbacks for the Browns. That's only the 3rd time since 1950. But Joe
they're giving up 10 points a game at home, Dan.
Yeah.
That's it. 10 a game.
That's why you got that low over-under, part of the reason why.
Yeah, that and Trevor's
availability.
Right, availability, which, I again, gosh, I don't want to, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it sure seems like he's playing.
Yeah. I like to look at these numbers and in the AFC playoff picture, these probabilities, and the Jaguars are 95% in making the playoffs, okay?
Yeah.
The teams ahead of them, Kansas City, Baltimore, and Miami are all 99%.
Okay.
Jaguars have fallen to 75% in terms of clinching the division. The team that favored to get the bye right now is Miami at 37%, Baltimore 35%, Kansas City 22%, Jacksonville just 6%. To make the Super Bowl, you're saying we have a chance. 7% for the Jags.
It was up to it was higher than that before
like
the
15,
Bengals.
but it's not much, right?
Well, it is because 7. That when you're including 7 or 8 teams in your projection, 7% is not that terrible.
Yeah.
Like who's the favorite
to what?
To go to the Super Bowl percentages.
Super Bowl percentages? Dolphins.
What are they?
32.
32?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. If you think the Dolphins have a 32% chance to go into the Super Bowl, then just
dear.
come on down here and buy my vehicle for $800,000.
Oh.
Give me what has happened with the Dolphins all of a sudden? Why is this reversal? We've seen the Dolphins play 3 good teams. We've seen them get just stink-fished all 3 times.
Yeah.
And they've beaten up all the bad teams. How can anyone believe in Miami as the Super Bowl team? I would take a lot of teams. Now, look, the Jags aren't the ones that I would argue. We don't have the street cred either.
Right.
I'll take the Ravens over the Dolphins. I'll take the Chiefs over the Dolphins. I'll take the Bills over the Dolphins. I'd take the Bengals. I'm not buying that, man.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Dolphins have a couple tough ones coming up here later on in the season, so we'll see how it all works out. Since 2014, one official home builder of the Jags, that's Dreamfinders. They have quality built homes, speedy move-in process, 20-plus communities in the best locations in Northeast Florida. Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to live. If you're a first-time or want to be a first-time home owner, I suggest you go to dreamfindershomes.com, get a move-in ready home, and step up your game. But they'll work with you. They'll help you. Go through, navigate with them, and see if that's something that you're able to do. They're there to help. dreamfindershomes.com for all your move-in ready homes.
All right, I'm going to offer up today's Pest of the Day. It's brought to you by Mission Pest
Please
Solutions. Listen, Googans, they want to hook you up. Want to make you part of the Drill Mission Pest Solutions family as well. So for the remainder of this month, when you call 904-944-PEST, first you'll speak directly with the owners, veteran and locally owned and operated, but you're going to get that initial pest service for free. It's $250 value. You're going to get it absolutely free. Find out what Mission Pest Solutions is all about, and then they'll be your trusted go-to for, well, the rest of your life. That's how it works. So, again, 904-944-PEST, Set it up. Tell them you're calling from 1010XL. You heard it on 1010XL, and you're going to get a free initial pest service, a $250 value. That's $250 more that you can spend this holiday season. I couldn't narrow it down, Dan.
Okay.
The cacophony of voices that are commenting on the decision.
A cacophony, if you will.
The decision itself, the state of a game that I truly love. So I'll just chalk it up to professional golf. You're my pest of the day.
Okay.
John Rahm, you're my pest of the day. You're just a dirty hypocrite like the rest of them. You sat on that high horse and talked about legacy and competing for history, and at the end of the day, you just turned and grabbed the money like everyone else. Yet, I can't blame you, John Rahm, so you're not the pest of the day. The pest of the day is the PGA Tour.
Oh.
For announcing an agreement that hadn't yet passed.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and sending the message to your players, hey, not only do we cut this without telling you, but it's okay for us to take the billions of dollars, but don't you go get any.
Well, you know, the hot rumor now is that Rahm is going to poach a couple tour guys for his team.
Yeah,
and
good. Go
the
take
names
them.
I see are Tony Finau and Tyrrell Hatton.
Okay, well, and part of my don't give a blank is that I'm not watching if they play 54 with a mariachi band in shorts, I'm not watching.
That's fine.
Anyway, I'm not going to watch multimillionaires play for their $4 million skins game.
Right.
I'm not doing it, you jackasses.
Be one thing if they were putting their own money in.
I'm watching real sports, man, with real athletes that grind and care, not you silver spoon. Okay, I'm not done. Well, I can't really be mad at PGA Tour. They're trying to do anything to save their tour, which takes me back to the initial Live Tour movement. But gosh, I've already killed them. So now I'll just turn my attention to. I'm also tired of you soapboxers. Okay. I'll give a flippant pest of the day here and there. But those of you on the Golf Channel or at the golf magazines that think that you're dealing with like world hunger here, just stop it already. Just stop with your. You ready? Here's some headlines. John Rahm, quote, sold his career in departing PGA for Live Golf. USA Today, quote, John Rahm, a hypocrite and sellout for jump to Live Golf. These dudes are going to play golf somewhere outside of the golf industry. No one cares, and golf fans don't care anymore either. You guys go play for all your money and crickets. And hopefully you have a great you have a great crowd and really grow the game in Adelaide and Singapore and all these other places. Don't matter to me. And so if you're a foreign golfer, right, if you're John Rahm or some of these other guys, I give it a little more pass than these silver spoon Escalade riding little spoiled brat PGA Tour pros. They can all GTH every one of those little U.S. national golfers at every course in the country by the time they're 13. I got to listen to a group of players complain about not making enough money when they play for free 4 days that me and my buddies will pay $5,000 a piece just to go get to play. Y'all shut the hell up.
You shut up.
You're not even playing a sport, by the way. Golf officially is not a sport.
Shut up.
It's an activity.
Shut
the F up. That's the Pest Today brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions. Here's the solution. Now between the end of the month, set up your initial pet service. It's going to be absolutely free if you tell them 1010XL sent you. Just call or text 904-944-PEST. So that's where I am. It's just sick. Dan, college football, we're going through the same thing.
Yeah.
It's money, 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 money. No one cares about legacy. No one cares about carving their slice of athletic history. They all just want to carve a slice of their 401k, man. And John Rahm, go. At least Rahm is honest from this standpoint. They may pay me more money. And I can't blame Rahm because the PGA Tour botched it so badly, and that's not an opinion, and I hate to say it right here in the backyard.
Yeah.
But when every one of your players says, what the hell, Jay?
Yeah.
Right?
I get it.
What do you mean we're doing what? After we've sat here, so let me get this straight. I can't take that live money, and for our loyalty, this is what we get?
Yeah.
We have to collaborate with them anyway? So the whole thing makes me sick, and that's why it's the pest of the day heading into a weekend where, thankfully, there's no pro golf on that I have to watch.
E, what you got cooking?
Oh, what I got cooking, man, it's that time of the year, man. Around December every year, I do my sock drive.
Yeah.
Now, socks are the least donated but most requested item by the less fortunate. Earlier this year, I went ahead and made Nothing But an E-Thing official when I made it a foundation, and because I wanted to put more into it. Now, my mission statement obviously is the acts of goods and services for the community, all while having a good time. So I launched the GoFundMe for people who's been asking who wanted to support my cause. Because like I said, we take it for granted. We take small things for granted, like socks, underwear, deodorant, and some people, like, they really need that stuff. So my initiative is to get that word out there with the sock drive. And what I turned it into was a sneaker gala. Now, Dan, you know I like to get suited and booted.
You do.
You know
You
what I'm saying?
always
I like to
look
get suited and booted. And as I talk about this, I think of Jeff when he wore that blue suit. You
Yes.
feel me?
Yes.
That's the vibe I've been
Dang,
talking
I was
about.
hot, man.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
with that, I want people to throw on their sneakers.
Right.
And just come and enjoy a good time. So the sock drive is happening. The sneaker ball is happening January 6th. There's tickets on sale, but also the GoFundMe is out there. All you got to do is go to GoFundMe, type in my name, Emmanuel Thalleran, or type in Sock It, the number 2 me, Sock It to me, sneaker ball, and you can get more information there. It's going down. It's a good time. I'm going to have dueling DJs. I'll have a live band. It's going to be a good time. Come
It's gonna
vibe
be
with
a
your
good
boy.
time. And he does a great job with that, and he's done it now for a few years. And man, he's a man on a mission with that. So
I'm
proud
going
of him.
to. I wasn't going to give. I couldn't give Pest of a Day to a Mama's Love. It's kind of a cheap shot though from Trevor Etienne's mom.
Yeah.
Did you see what she texted?
What'd she say?
Or tweeted. I don't understand. I assume talking to the Florida program and the fans. I don't understand why you're so butthurt about losing RB2. But be blessed. I mean, okay, we get it.
Well, in fairness, and this is the troll world that I live in, you should never tweet at a.
No,
Listen,
I
I can
hear
be
ya.
disappointed in ETN. I can say certain things like, and I wasn't just talking about him, but, when you go Gator forever, Tiger for life, I hate that. But you shouldn't tweet at those. They make their decisions.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree.
So she, I'm sure, protected her baby boy.
Okay.
So I get it. But
That's
I hear
why I
what you're
said.
saying.
I'm not going to say
Yeah.
Mama's Love. Just stay. No one can stay above the fray anymore.
No.
It'd be nice in social media if there were those that could stay above the fray and they could make their comments and they could make their posts. First of all, if I was famous, like if I were Trevor Lawrence's wife,
right?
Oh, what a dream! If I were Trevor Lawrence's wife, I would not be on social media. I'm not going to listen to you backwoods Neanderthal losers
Should never say
criticize me.
anything nasty to that young lady. She's a lovely
But
young
they
lady.
do. It's
Yeah,
my
I
point.
know.
So
I
I
know.
wouldn't be
I
on
know.
there. Why am I going to subject myself to this?
Part of the, I don't know. That's a good question. Hey, one other thing before we had to break, and this is a tragedy, but I wanted to pass it out and make people aware because my son plays baseball and kids play baseball, and I want kids to know this. And up in Gainesville, Georgia, there was a tragedy. This young man, his name is Jeremy Medina, and he was a really good baseball player at Gainesville High School in Georgia. And, the guys are in the batting cage, and he got whacked in the head by a bat. You got to pay attention when you're in there, man, because there's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts. He got hit in the head, and he died.
Oh, my gosh.
man.
He died. And so his organs will be donated by his family. But, gosh, just if you're thinking about it, say a prayer for that family. And again, if you're around baseball, and a lot of you are, and you're in batting cage, especially you young guys.
It happens, man.
Pay attention. It does happen.
When I was 13, I was playing Babe Ruth baseball, Dan. And, baseball's 13 to 15, right? So anyway, I'm playing Babe Ruth, and I'm like in the hole. Right? There's a batter, there's a guy on deck, and then I would be up after that.
Okay.
And I don't know, I got distracted. I was looking back at the dugout. I got distracted, and I thought that the batter had already walked and left, and the guy in the on deck circle was walking up to the plate. So I turned to get into the on deck circle right as the dude with the donuts on the bat is doing that swing it over your right shoulder, swing it over your left, swing it over your right, and he hit me right in the eye.
Oh.
Like right in the bone below the eye. I mean, I carried a big old pretty black eye for 3 weeks on that thing.
That bone right underneath.
But I
there.
thought about I thought later in life how lucky I was that it didn't hit me right here in the bridge of the nose and kill me, or right in the temple and kill me. But I mean, look, we talked about this the other day. There's a problem in this country. Ain't enough quote men been punched in the face, so they know what a consequence is. Buddy, I've been punched in the face plenty. I'd had them all up to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's
that thing came hard.
That's tough. And again,
but I don't mean to distract from your story, but it's just to emphasize.
I just wanted to say, be careful when you're in the cages, man, or around the game, because bats and balls are, can hurt you.
Well, go ahead.
I was just going to change subjects as we go to break and say congrats to St. Augustine High School, too. The Yellow Jackets lost a heartbreaking game to Mainland yesterday. And you can watch the state championships. We got Mandarin at 3 and Bradford at 8 today.
Okay, we did get 8 o'clock for Bradford.
That's what we got. So,
and their own you can watch them on Valley Sports, unless is there a Magic game tonight where we get screwed.
Right.
Like the Magic and Lightning will play tonight. They won't put the game on, but at least the early game will be on.
Like I was talking to the luncher yesterday, and I think he has DirecTV, and he couldn't find it because he loves the high school stuff. So, so I don't know.
The luncher was probably too busy celebrating Tyrese Halliburton, even though his team lost, because Halliburton's from his hometown. Yeah, he thinks Halliburton's the next, first
he
ballot Hall
might
of Famer.
be, man.
He's good. He's got that set shot too, boy. He's old school. Like he shoots that 3-point. He don't shoot jump shots, man. He gets that little hitch, little flick. But yeah, he was money last night. And the inaugural, I know you're all excited, but the inaugural NBA Cup, we have our finalists, LeBron James and the Lakers.
Who?
Against the Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton.
Nobody comes up big in the Cup like LeBron.
It's the game's future versus its past. Halliburton versus LeBron. All right, this is unbelievable. One thing that I never thought we would become here in our radio career is trusted advisors.
Oh.
But, man, we have thrown ourselves out there to steer you in the right direction with drill advice, and you just keep filling up our mailboxes from Callahan to Palm Coast. There are some issues out there, and we're going to try and straighten you out on a couple of them with,
Plus, I've got a new celebrity relationship.
Steer drill when we come back.
A new celebrity relationship.
Another one, as typical of me, annoy me. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll explore that.
Maybe
as
not.
Well. I need. I am down to cases. Basically, the playoffs have started for me in fantasy football through all my whining, my ups and downs. If I win this week, I'm in. I need Taylor Swift to get off my guy or get on him. One of the two. Can you get him going? This is the drill. It's GFL Friday.
Don't just watch the position, learn the position.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer, and he knows.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
Friday mornings on The Drill, brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security.
Register Sausage.
And George Moore Chevrolet. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Have you heard? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are attempting to sell 2,000 vehicles this December. How? I've instructed my team to take all reasonable offers. We won't lose your business over price. We have thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground and priced to sell. We guarantee the most money for your trade and the easiest car buying experience ever. I promise we ain't leaving nothing on the table. At Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, we're here to wow you.
Brackish Vodka, a Jacksonville-produced and distilled gluten-free corn-based vodka. This is the smoothest vodka you'll ever have. And because it's mineral salt filtered after being distilled 5 times, you get the smoothest vodka on the market. And it's made right here in Duval County. When you drink this gluten-free Brackish Vodka, you're supporting a local business and not just some business based out of Texas. Taste why 9 out of 10 people pick Brackish Vodka in the blind taste test. Drink like a local, brink like your boy. Drink Brackish Vodka. Come on, somebody.
Denny Thompson here. This holiday season, tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give the gift of peace of mind. Catch everything around your home with Tyson Sound and Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. Whether you're traveling for the holidays or just cheering on your team, earn a big score on safety and convenience. Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. Call Tyson Sound and Security right now for the holiday season at 904-762-1000. That's 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound and Security. Security and automation experts.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
If you're looking for exterior solutions that provide you reliability and durability, it's time to call Armor Guard Exteriors. Whether you need seamless gutters or gutter protection, hurricane products, impact windows, glass lanais, or retractable awnings and screens, we've got you covered. Call My Home Team today for your 5-star experience at 904-906-8669.
Armor Guard Exteriors, committed to quality, and that's a promise.
Make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. Gang, listen up. If you're 45 or older, the ball's in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. 45 is the new 50. Get screened for colon cancer now. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that's free from colon cancer. So guys, ladies, visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com and get more information.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
What? They did not tell me they were going to do that. I need a new bank.
Well, actually, One-to-One Financial doesn't do the usual bank surprises because we're not a bank. We're a credit union. And that means lower loan interest, things like free checking and member rewards, and of course, total investment back into our community.
I'm sold.
Find a better way to bank than big banks with One-to-One Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union. Visit 121fcu.org for more information on opening an account today.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, gang, if you love playing fantasy sports and you haven't jumped onto this Prize Picks train yet, that's what we're here for. You see, Prize Picks is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. Easiest, most exciting way to play DFS. You know what I love about it? It's just me against the numbers, man. I don't have to battle through some player pool of thousands, literally hundreds of thousands in some case players. No. Real simple. There are players projected for the NFL games this weekend, for NBA games tonight. They give you statistical projections. All you got to do is play the over or under, man. They're going to get more or less than those numbers. Simple as that. You have a winner. You have some insurance built in. Isn't it frustrating when you play fantasy sports and a guy gets injured first quarter and you completely lose his production? At Prize Picks, gets hurt early, doesn't come back? We'll just eliminate him and you stay alive. Find out more and have the fun we're having at Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/1010XL. Use code 1010XL for a first deposit match of up to $100 at prizepicks.com/1010XL.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing fall specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit BeechurstPlumbing.com. BETROS Plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Hey, come to Bowden Eye Care for all your eye needs. Hicken here. Did you know that diabetes is a leading cause of blindness? Affects up to 34 million Americans. Please don't take diabetes lightly. If you have diabetes, see your favorite Bowden Eye doc and save your vision. Bowden Eye is dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye and Associates. Visit today for your personal consultation. Bowden Eye, we keep the First Coast focused. New location now open off County Road 210 in St. Johns County.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations, and through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest, so everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
The 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, here we go.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And we know the night is always gonna be there anyway. Hi, boys!
Take it ahead. A little too high there. We should went up one octave too high. Too pitchy.
Low pitch.
So there you go. We are ready to set you up for the weekend that will be. What do you got on the celebrity relationship front there?
Well, as you know, our guy Yellowstone, Kay Costner, recently got D'd up. So he's he's on the prowl. He's been looking hard, and he has landed.
Oh, D'd up by he got divorced.
Yeah,
okay,
I got divorced. So.
I just learned what D'd up meant. Yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, D'd up. He got D'd up, and he's landed with what some would say is a lovely bauble.
Okay.
He's got an earring.
No.
Oh.
He's got a girl. Her name is Jewel.
Bauble is like an earring.
Jewel.
Okay, go. Her name is Jewel. Oh, the Jewel?
The Jewel.
I saw some story a while ago that they liked each other.
Okay.
Although then I've also seen this Harrison Ford Reese Witherspoon. Are you aware of this one?
Oh, Harrison's with Callista, man.
Yeah, I don't know about for too much longer, buddy.
No way. Harrison's old, man.
I don't know, dude.
Oh boy. Gosh,
you fancy these the faithful sorts, do you?
Yeah, Harrison's pretty
So
true.
Costner and Jewel is significantly younger than Costner.
Oh yeah. But he's Costner, man.
Is Jewel the one that has the snaggletooth?
A little bit of a
Does she still have that?
Hell of a singer, though. Very pretty.
Yeah, she's got like one tooth that sticks out way out the wrong direction.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I like her personality, too.
It's kind of a sexy snaggletooth.
Yeah, I think she's an attractive woman.
Yeah.
That's probably sounded worse than I intended it to.
Yeah.
All right, listen, gang, we understand you got issues. We have answers. It's part old wisdom. It's part...
Jewel's 49, by the way.
It's part... Yeah, Costner's 70-something. E.T.
68.
Can bring in a different perspective as well. So, yes, it's Deer Drill as we answer some of the burning questions. I'm surprised some of the messages y'all are getting into out here in such a tight-knit community. It's brought to you by Pet Paradise. Gang, this holiday season, Pet Paradise is partnering with Florida Urgent Rescue to find homes for 4 local pups in need. Check out the available dogs by going to Pet Paradise's website. Not only are 4 lovable dogs looking for a forever home, but each pup is also participating in Pet Paradise's 21-day dog training program, so they will arrive at their adopted home with a 1-year wellness plan from New Day Veterinary Care. What a terrific little holiday edition. Wacky Wednesday's good through next week, and holiday reservations very important. Make yours today. Okay, here we go.
Dear Drew, my wife is an active member of her church. I am a non-believer. It is, of course, her right to practice her religion and enjoy belonging to a community of like-minded people. The difficulty stems from the many hours spent every week above and beyond the services, such as prayer sessions, Bible study groups, etc. This guy is digging himself a spot in hell. Anyway, I've begun to resent her heavy involvement in church administration.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with worship and the resulting lack of spontaneity in our relationship. To plan an activity or vacation, she needs at least 2 months' notice because of her never-ending self-imposed commitments. This has increased over the years. What do I do?
Well, you're married to a Christian who has a relationship with God. You're clearly not going to understand.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, leave.
Yeah.
Or embrace.
Yeah.
Feel the freedom. I mean, I like how you said, what did she say, like self-described or what? I mean, do you believe in George Washington?
I don't know.
Much of what your wife is going and discussing and studying is like factual history. She's not going to, Greek mythology classes. So
what you got?
Here's what I say: settle down or prepare for a lap in the lake of fire. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the good Lord knows my heart.
Yes.
And the good Lord knows.
He needs a dirty girl.
Woo!
That's what he needs.
That's fair. Dear Drill.
That's a new one. Dear Drill. My wife's too good a person, and I'm an a-hole. Should I leave her? Yeah, probably.
Dear Drill, my boyfriend and I were excited to go on an $11,000 Caribbean cruise.
That's a lot of cash. Hope you're doing it. It must be millennials. They'll go on these cruises now.
Well, his
Gen Z?
His 22-year-old son was not that enthusiastic.
Okay.
We invited him to join us.
Okay.
For dinner, shows, play games, but the majority of the time he refused.
Okay.
The only time he'd join us was for events that were paid for in advance.
Mm-hmm.
He called his mom, his grandma, his girlfriend every night, but not once did he call his father's mother. To me, it sounds like he's not interested in his daddy, his grandma, or me for that matter. We arrived home from vacation. He bolted out the door, went to see his girlfriend, slept at his mom's house. What do I do to bring this family together?
How old did you say?
22.
Yeah, listen, if he were 8, I'd take a little bit more active interest in this.
Who cares?
You turn it over to Dad. You maybe pitch in with your advice here or there, and you try not to let it bother you. It's pretty clear that in the whole split before you got together with your current beau, he was on Team Mom in the whole deal, right? He's on Team Mom. You're not the stepmom is going to come in and make him Team Dad. So I give him credit for at least not wasting the money and showing up to the prepaid stuff. He probably went on something that they didn't even want to go on to begin with. And it's going to take a lot more time than, blowing in and fixing it.
Did you see who was in town yesterday?
I did not. Well, I don't know. Who?
Visiting our friend Big Jake.
Jake Wanera?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
Harbaugh?
Harbaugh here?
Harbaugh and the...
just to make sure.
The other guy.
Yeah, we're not to sign Shamar Moore?
Yeah.
Shout
out Jake.
When is actual signing day?
20th, I think.
Oh, the 20th? So
Yeah.
it's still a little bit of time here. We're going to close the advice box. Hopefully that helps you out there. Brought to you by Pet Paradise and a Home for the Holidays promotion. Free dog, already trained, with a year's worth of wellness plan from New Day Veterinary Care. These are all part of what I'm doing here. Is I'm telling you just among the many things that Pet Paradise does, including dog training, including veterinary care. For all of your pet care providing needs, it's Pet Paradise. Holiday reservations, you better make them now. And Wacky Wednesdays gives us another week. You get $25 day of day camp next Wednesday at Pet Paradise. Go to petparadise.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Your home for Florida Gators basketball is 1010XL.
It's Saturday afternoon basketball. The Gators and Richmond. Tomorrow at 3:30 on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba, Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? StoneCore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit StoneCore today and let's beautify your home together. StoneCore.co. We do outdoors better.
Hey guys, Hicken here. Listen, I want to talk about Bueller Air. Bueller, you stay cooler with Bueller. Still locally owned, still treating their growing customer base like they're part of the family. Google them if you don't believe me. Buehler Air. You won't find a better rated air conditioning company in town. You want to know why? I know, because I use them. I've used them to install units. I've used them to take care of units. They're great. They're courteous, and they keep my air conditioning running beautifully, which is a good thing in Jacksonville, FLA. So do yourself a favor and stay cooler with Bueller.
Since 2014, there's been only one official home builder of the Jaguars, Dream Finders Homes. With quality-built homes and a speedy move-in process, we're in 20-plus communities in the best locations across Northeast Florida. Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to live. So get off the sidelines, Jags fans, and get into the game. Let Dreamfinders help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. Visit DreamfindersHomes.com for all your move-in ready homes and step up your game.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time homebuyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at TrustlineMortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 8, 1961, Wilt Chamberlain scored 78 points as Philadelphia Warriors defeated the Lakers in 3 overtimes.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call State Farm agent Jason Judy, 416-1732.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hunting season is here, so lock and load on that new rifle or shotgun at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Tons of great options with the best prices and no waiting this side of the ditch. Arm yourself with the best at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-Game Friday, brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jags wide receiver Christian Kirk has been ruled out for this Sunday's matchup with the Browns. Offensive coordinator Press Taylor knows the value of Kirk and the troubles they will face trying to replace him.
I think there's a certain trust
that he has from the quarterbacks. Christian has a certain skill set that we feel like we've really identified, honed in on, things he does well, but things the quarterbacks can trust. So there's just that certain unknown element with throwing other people in these positions to do things that he does really well in our system. We have other guys that have skill sets that will do our best to maximize and utilize those guys in certain situations, but it's a big loss for us with a player of Christian's caliber, physically, but also mentally what he can do and the flexibility he has within the game, within the system.
Press Taylor, visit Jaguars.com for more. I'm Molly McDonald with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill. Brought to you by Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet is now hiring. Visit TireOutlet.com/careers. Equal opportunity employer.
Morning, Tone.
Good morning.
Ready for a Friday?
Yes, we are.
Tommy Mack, I saw in the building.
Tom McManus will be joining us. I think he's bringing Aaron Beasley with him at some point
Yeah,
this
we
morning
saw Bees
as well.
bopping around. I think they're doing a podcast.
Yeah, so we're going to have both of those guys in. Obviously, we'll get through our keys for how the Jags can beat the Cleveland Browns on Sunday as each day goes by, and we can all become more and more confident that it looks like Trevor Lawrence is going to play.
I think the confidence level
That's how I feel.
is big now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think most people expect him to play.
Yeah.
Now, we'll see what occurs today.
After
but
today,
he was limited yesterday, and once you get back on the field, that's...
And who knows what happens with the flight, like any of that, if that has any impact on it. But as of right now, yeah, I would expect Trevor Lawrence is going to give it a go.
All right. Well, have a great show. Mike
Thank
and
you.
Tony. It's Jaguars Today. It's coming up top of the hour.
Now, today's takeaways. Brought to you by Key Buick GMC, where our family dealership has been helping families buy vehicles for over 50 years.
Jeff!
My takeaway is be very, very careful, or you'll wake up in 20 years and you'll be Nebraska, circa mid-1990s. And this assumption that things can change in Florida without drastic change, to me, the 5-star, by the way, is probably going to flip to Texas today, the 5-star safety. That seems to be the word from the On3 moderators. The recruiting class is falling apart. He's lost his best player on both sides. And, oh, yeah, during the 60 minutes that they play on Saturday, he's a damn stooge. Can't get anything done. So there's a reality here of we're about to go into a deep, dark, long freeze if something doesn't happen urgently.
This cacophony made me chuckle.
Yes.
Fun times in Cleveland again. Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. Flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on
You have one
LeBron
thing going
James.
for him.
Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. It could be worse, though at least we're not Detroit.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We're not Detroit.
That's right.
Yeah, they got a winner up there.
Yeah, that's a great way to end it. This
Well,
is the
why
drill.
not? It's been a GFL Friday. Have a terrific football weekend. Here's hoping we're in victory formation Monday morning. Take care.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle